Yeah, but it's leaking clear now, so it should be okay.
No, I think you should see a doctor.
Well, if you
So,
think it won't be out of my league or anything, I mean, sure.
so is today the day that we will have a winner for the debt pool?
Who knows?
No, just give us a likelihood, a percentage, just so we know what we're working with.
Well, to be honest, I thought somebody would have died to the
The
fan
fan.
blades.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I also thought somebody was going to die in the fan blades.
I am made of pure frog leg muscle.
I do think several of you are in imminent peril.
Yeah.
I don't like the way that
Like in
sounds.
real life.
Yes.
That means
That's
you
just
pull out
dietary
my
concerns.
GPS and yep, imminent peril right there.
Emily, are we in the same room, or is one of us in the other dimension thing?
I am in the upside down, but we are in the same room,
But we're not aware.
but we're not aware. You need to get lights, and I will just flash them. It can work. You
Okay.
be the mom, and I will
So-
be Will.
Which one is real?
Ah!
They're both real. Have you not watched Stranger Things? They're both real.
Uh,
All right. So would somebody like to do the recap for us?
Boy.
Let me rephrase that. Does somebody feel like they really are going to need that inspiration this session?
I can interject because I am lacking inspiration, but if somebody else wants it more,
You can go ahead.
I
My notes are
always
literally
use
one line.
immediately,
Feel like-
so go for it.
I feel like we all need to do it based off of where we all split up.
And I'll get inspiration. That's genius.
he hasn't said no yet.
You can't divide inspiration. So I'll let you guys all contribute to the recap and then roll for it if you want. No, you can't use the inspiration to roll for more inspiration.
Aw.
I knew you were going to ask.
Okay. I think that's fair. I think that we should
Yeah.
all contribute and
Well,
roll for it. We all need it.
Since Sonny and I have a similar perspective, I will start and Trent can finish.
Go for
It's
it.
going to be like tag teaming. All right, so we started with the victory, or so we thought, of having defeated this giant monkey, zombie monkey, and his mace of terror. But before we could really collect ourselves and start to heal up and restore, the pixies went quiet. And so did Marnie and Raynor, and we heard voices emanating from the other room, whispers. We tried to get a little closer, and finally a mace was thrown through the fan blade, which was the Mace of Terror, seemingly a gift for us to continue our trek into hell. And they started to reach through portals and take our friends. Tad got onto the wall and started trying to beat his way through, but he didn't have a mace and wasn't very effective. Dawn, desperate to aid and determined to get him to use the mace, decided to take the spirit of the mace onto herself, which turned out to be
Terrible idea.
very considerate, but now she doesn't have to worry about consideration ever again. Because she was inhabited by something that makes it so she doesn't... I don't remember how it's phrased.
It's I do not care about the. I do not act. Blah.
For the well-being of others or something.
I act without concern for the well-being of others.
Okay. So, as we finally got our way into the fan blades, me, by throwing myself into like 62 points of damage of it, I entered the other room with 3 HP and was subsequently knocked unconscious 3 times that fight. But we tried to fight off the hags as best we could, but we were unsuccessful in stopping them from taking Marnie and Raynor. The pixies were mostly okay.
Thank God for the small miracles.
we rested up on a short rest and then continued into another floor. When we got there, using locate object, it diverged into some sort of creepy mirror area, and we came across a corpse, and that's where I'm going to stop.
I am having serious issues with my internet connection, by the way, so I can only hear about one every, 3 words right now, just as a heads up.
So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
guessing you won't be doing the.
I'll say everything 3 times.
So someone else could, because I think I know where he just left off, but I'm not 100% certain.
Okay, go for it, Austin.
Yeah, as we entered a ring that led to a different dimension, parallel universe, we also were cautious of a room with sarcophagus, which had gargoyle heads on basically each of the corners. And we stopped to investigate a corpse of a goat man thing who wielded a staff and an ink pot and things like that. And one of us, myself, got extremely distracted by a tunnel in one of the gargoyle heads, and I got up in there. And I am unaware of most other things that happened that session. But what I do know is someone traversed the ring into the other dimension. That person was Dawnflower.
What did you find up the
The shaft? A salt circle, which contains, I am convinced, some type of demon waiting to eat me in the form of frog statuettes. I also found a secret door that had, I'm guessing, a genie in a bottle, which I subsequently freed without asking for anything, which is probably a mistake.
Or an act of mercy. We will never know.
I mean, last time I gave you a wish, you didn't use it, so why should you this time?
I'm still salty about that.
You're salty!
You're dead.
All right.
That's my response.
Well, in the meantime, Dawnflower, as the weight being lifted of these people that she does not need to care for anymore, has gone up the path through the mirror dimension in the upside down to the alternate tomb zone, where she found nothing much of interest. She found Marnie, but she didn't really care about that, which is very sad when you think about it. But I'm not thinking about that right now because I don't care. And she found a tomb and tried to open it, and that was a bad idea because, as it turns out, there was no weapon with a spirit that could, erase the stupid Zorbo spirit. There was just a plank that is useless. And it started making wine pour in all the rooms. The door closed. Things started to get weird. There were blobs of wine trying to murder my monkeys. I had to also go up a shaft, as Cruella did. And I got into this stupid room with nothing at all in it. And, I'm safe. So that's all right. And I don't need to worry about anybody else getting hurt because I don't care. But it was a disappointment. The room was a big disappointment.
So, my theory this week, just real quick, is that it's a kaleidoscope and there's like 17 possible alternate realities and each one fucks us.
There's only 7. They're each a color and they form a rainbow.
Sorry, go ahead, Trent.
If you can.
Yeah, can you hear me really well? I don't know.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. My internet seems to be stabilizing a little bit right now, so anyway. I was going to say that there was little left for me to say based off where I think Tony left off, just in the fact that me and Sunny and Tad decided to stay in the original tomb we walked into and not touch anything, be careful, stay with... Wait, where did the rest of the group go? And then suddenly the stone fell down and the room started filling up with wine, and we tag teamed the shit out of killing some wine weirds. Yeah. It was a good fight. And then we continued to turn off the spigots that were letting wine into the room, and hopefully We've done so quickly enough that we keep it from filling up, and now we have the enviable job of drinking the rest of this wine. I mean, it's gonna go to waste.
So, a couple of minor things. One, Marnie made it back to the version of the tomb where everybody else was, other than Dawnflower. She was unable to get into the room where the wine was pouring in, so she went looking for another way in, following a sound she had heard. Found a secret door, found a pool that she scryed in, only when she did, she was attacked by one of these giant metal-clad plate monster people, which she fought one-on-one, because she's a monster too.
She's a badass.
Yeah, well, obviously now she is, being a doppelganger and such.
Yeah, no, she's not actually really Marnie. She's invincible.
And last but not least, that corpse that you had found was holding a staff. Somebody did pick up the staff.
Did we give it to Sunny?
I thought we did.
Okay. And Bonkers, the lizard, had approached the corpse and put one of his little feet on it, seeming to recognize it. But other than that, you didn't inspect the corpse at all. Seeming to be very cautious of potential traps.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll come back and check him out.
Sure.
We'll send our ghosts. We'll send our ghosts to investigate.
Yeah.
All right. So, just current state of affairs. Then why don't you all roll a d20, and whoever rolls highest gets the inspiration for this session.
That's not great. Ha!
Well, sorry guys, I'm just gonna have to crit this shit right here.
Ah!
By highest.
All right.
Well, you got it. Congratulations. I hope you're satisfied.
I am.
You'll never be satisfied.
I am
Hey,
a cold
Twitter,
taco.
just
Twitter.
won an inspiration.
So, in the room where Sunny and Tad are, Drosera, that would be Cruella's pet, ranger pet, is still there as well. The level of the wine is about 2.5 feet deep. It seems to be rising, you would guess, about a half foot every 5 or 6 seconds. This is after you have closed off 2 valves. And the room is domed, and at the top of the dome is 12 feet tall. So you have some time, but not a lot of time. Crow, you are currently in a passageway where you had just opened this bottle and let this creature out who spoke a language you didn't understand and disappeared. After you let it out, you have not yet re-entered the room with the salt circle. And Dawnflower, you are in this empty room. And we're going to pick up with you first.
Okay. If I remember correctly, though, Bunkers was showing me a way out. What he thought was a way out. I mean, he's a little Bunkers, but
He is. And he's pointing you towards a wall. And as you approach, you start to hear a rumble. Like thunder, or like large stones rubbing against one another, almost like a landslide sound.
wow, that sounds so reassuring.
And that's when you remember you had, while you were in the room before the wine started flowing, you had yelled up this shaft at and someone had responded, saying you had better move quickly because
There was no more time. And
Yeah.
this is... Great. This is amazing. Having the time of my life. Thank you, Zorbo. It's just great company. Okay. And this landslide is not. It doesn't sound far away, right? It's close, and I can't open this door. There's not. I'm still gonna look for a door because I know what's behind me.
So make a perception check for me. You have advantage because Bonkers is sort of pointing you at a section of wall.
Cool.
So you get to the section of wall Bonkers was pointing you at, and you start looking. And you can't find anything that would indicate there's a movable section of wall. It is smooth stone completely. But then there's a tremor, a shaking, and the wall actually cracks, almost as if there's an earthquake. And you can see a passageway just beyond.
Is it a passageway that is slowly being filled with rocks, or is it a passageway?
When you look in, you see at the far end of the passageway a bright white light.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Can I go through this? How big are big other cracks? Can I go through? Do I feel like
So you can't, but you can reach an arm through and attempt to open.
What if I was smaller? You know, like bunny corn sized.
A bunny corn could probably fit through.
Cool. I'm gonna wild shape into a bunny corn and make sure that Bunkers is hanging on to my horn, and then we're gonna squeeze through, and I'm just gonna dash like a crazy bunny to this light.
Okay, so you shapeshift into an almirage. Bonkers keeping hold of your fur and your horn. You jump through this crack that has appeared in the wall into the passageway. And you see at the far end, about 25 feet away, is an open doorway that the light is coming through. And when you move through it, you find yourself in a large room. This room is also empty except for what look like 6 glass cauldrons around the outside of the room. But the southwest corner of the room is where this bright light is emanating from. And from what you can see, it looks almost like a wall of light that is slowly moving towards you. And as it is, the walls near it are crumbling and turning to dust.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, 6
There's,
glass.
as
This is
you,
a way out from life.
as you quickly glance around, that is to the southwest. To your north is a door.
Okay, southwest is evil wall. North is a door, and how fast is the evil wall of light moving?
If you dash, you will get to the door as the wall of light comes close to you.
Okay, then I guess there's no, because I mean, Bunnycorn goes fast. If I dash, I go 100 feet. But
Yeah.
if that's
The
okay,
wall
then
is
I
moving
will
very
run.
quickly.
I will run for it. Can I take a glance, more bigger glance at the glass cauldron? It doesn't matter. I can't do anything about it. You know, if it was a logo or something, maybe I'll remember it for next time.
Okay. So as you get to the door is 9 feet wide, 9 feet high, and made of stone.
Oh, god damn it. Okay, as soon as is there a handle? Does it look like the kind of thing?
It does, and it looks like you could push the door open, but a bunny corn could not.
Okay, well, as soon as I'm like within reaching distance, I will shift back into my form and try to open the door as fast as I can.
Make a strength check for me.
Oh god, this is where I die, you guys. It was nice knowing you. Oh, that's not bad. That's
No,
not
that's
bad
really
at
good.
all.
So moving at full bunny corn speed, you actually turn back into human form in motion and use that momentum to help you push through this door. The door swings open, and you find yourself in that large central shaft.
The one that I've gone through?
So, in the one that where you guys had gone all the way down to the bottom, and there were the gargoyles, and you had started off all the way at the top. The one with the stairs descending slowly down.
Okay, all the way at the starting.
Yes.
Oh shit.
And so you would know that, given your bearings, the strange ring that you came through is to your northeast. Directly to your east is a second wall of white light that is approaching,
Oh man.
much like the original.
Okay, I see what you're doing there, Ding. I don't remember any door. I don't remember anything. I'm not good at the remembering thing. I'm gonna use my last wild shape. I'm gonna turn back into the bunnycorn, and I'm gonna run for it.
Okay.
I want to go back to where the ring was.
You start running, and as you approach the ring, the two walls of light have merged behind you, are coming up on you. You see the dungeon crumbling around you. As you come to the ring, coming from the opposite direction where the room with the wine was, you see another wall of light.
Of course.
You immediately turn and start running along this ring. And as you do, as you come around the loop, you almost trip over this body. But as you pass it, the light behind you fades, and you are in a darkened dungeon.
I'm just gonna take some time as a bunny to catch my breath, because that was exhausting.
And Bonkers looks at you and sort of pats your horn and says, "Bonkers is a good boy."
I'll just shake my nose.
So let's hop over to Tad and Sunny.
Really, it was a right proper scrape in a damn good time.
So Tad, the wine is up to almost your chin. Drosera is kind of tiger paddling in the wine.
That's so cute.
It's going to be like a red.
I assume we immediately run over and finish capping off the other two valves.
Okay, so it'll take you're gonna have, because of the depth of the wine. If you don't have a swim speed,
I don't.
it's gonna take you a full turn, including your dash, just to get to the next valve.
I will be waiting there to help him.
It actually takes both of you that long.
Got it. I thought I was taller than him, so.
Yeah. You're both, because the water is 2.5 feet deep. You're still having to slog through it too.
Got it.
And by the time you get there, the water is now about 3 feet deep, maybe higher. Tad, you have to duck under the water to grab the valve and start pulling it. I need a strength check.
So, was it athletics last time?
You can
or
make
was it
athletics. Yeah.
And is Sunny helping?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nice.
So even though you are underwater and you accidentally inhale some wine, thinking, used to swimming underwater and being able to breathe, you manage to grab the valve, crank it closed. This one is more difficult than the others. It seems like there's more pressure behind it, but you do manage to close it.
Oh, I wonder if as we close off the valves one by one, the overflow is diverted to the remaining ones.
As you move to the next one, I need both of you to make athletics checks to swim against the current
Oh.
to get to it.
Mm-hmm.
I will aid Sunny if I can, but I don't know if I can.
Not if you're making your own athletics check.
Oh!
Excellent.
Snakes
So-
are excellent swimmers.
Yeah.
The two of you are highly motivated as the wine is now nearly 4 feet deep, and it's becoming difficult even for Sunny to move. You get to the other valve. This time, Tad ducks under, and make an athletics check. Sunny is helping you. As you close the last valve,
Nice.
you hear a burbling sound, and you see the wine is starting to drain slowly.
It's good they have a drainage system.
You figure a minute or two, or 3 or 10, and the wine will be gone.
All right. Let's check out this sarcophagi then.
Sarcophagus is completely submerged at the moment.
So that's actually why I wanted to try and open it now, because would you say that the wine is fairly dark? Dark enough to obscure perhaps sunlight?
It is definitely red. It is not a rosé, nor a nice white like, say, a Gewürztraminer.
What vintage though?
So is it like casting as a lot of light permeating it to reach the sarcophagi? Or
Some.
should
the
we invest
sunlight
in
is very bright that is coming from the ceiling. So some light does reach the sarcophagus, but you think with proper positioning of yourselves and maybe Drosera, you might be able to block the majority of the sunlight.
I will look at Sunny and ask, this seems like a fine time to couple the wine's natural sun-blocking abilities with our own ingenuity.
We could do that, or I could try throwing up the hut. Was my plan, making it dark inside.
That's much safer, actually. That's, you know what, why don't we'll just have a sit over here and start working on that, and I'll look out for predators.
Around the dome. Okay.
So let me ask you guys what you think about this. If Sunny puts up the hut submerged, is the wine going to come out, drain out of the hut, or is it going to stay in the hut until the hut disappears?
So
Take a look
that's
at
an
the
excellent
text of the
question. Because air can still get in.
Mm-hmm.
But it would be a bad hut if rain could get in.
All creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Creatures and objects within the dome, when you cast, can move through it freely. So Sunny could designate the wine as being allowed to leave.
Or, make the biggest wine pouch.
Can designate that it has a designated driver to get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
I can command the interior to be dimly lit or dark.
I think it's our best bet. It's fairly safe.
Are
Much
you
better than
going
all.
to ritual cast this, or are you going to...
I have to. I don't have anything.
Okay.
I don't have any third or higher level spells.
All
I
right.
have one of each other one.
So you have... It'll take you 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's hop over to Crow. Cruella.
Oh, I see what you did there.
I see what you did.
All right, Cruella.
It pains me, but it's good. So I would like to leave the little room. I'm
little
assuming
passageway?
in between, secret kind of thing. I'm gonna go back into the salt room because I feel relatively safe there.
Mm-hmm.
I have a grappling hook. Can I fix it to my 10-foot pole?
Describe to me how.
Uh,
So are you like tying the grappling hook to the end of the 10-foot pole so that you now have essentially a 10-foot back scratcher?
Yes, and I will, for added security, just for
Sounds
the next thing
delightful.
that I'm about to do, I will shape water to freeze it in place on top of the rope,
Okay.
just so it's secure for this. I'm going to try and open the sarcophagus from outside of the salt circle if it's long enough. I don't
Okay.
really remember how long it is, but I assume there's some kind of overhang I can kind of grip with the thing.
So, unfortunately, as you circle around, the sarcophagus seems to be between 12 and 15 feet inside the circle. So, you are going to have to, like, come up to.
Second plan, then. Could I tie the grappling hook to a rope? And, try and throw it over the other side?
Oh, yeah.
You've not stepped into the ring yet?
I jumped through it to make sure,
Jumped
it wasn't
over
like
it.
a force field. Yeah,
So,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
But I'm scared of stepping into it because I know something bad's going to happen.
All right.
Yeah, it's very likely.
I need you to make a strength check.
I'm not great at these. Oh.
It's okay. We're rolling well for people who are not good at it.
So you roll, you sort of take the grappling hook on the end of the rope, you give it a little slack, you twirl it around a few times, and you throw it at this sarcophagus. Now this sarcophagus, its lid seems to be covered with figurines of little prancing frog-like humanoids. So as you throw the grappling hook, it sort of grabs into this almost little forest of these figurines of frog-like humanoids. What do you do?
So it's caught in the figurines, or the figurines aren't loose?
Do you give it a pull?
Yeah, I'll give it a pull if it feels solid.
It feels pretty solid, but as you pull, you think that more likely than the lid of the sarcophagus moving is you're going to break off some of these little figurines. And as you are doing this, the grappling hook unhooks
Oops.
and drops to the ground.
It was the Gronks. They did it.
That's weird. But I also have something for this. There was a lot of sand after I broke the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just throw a bunch in the circle?
Oh, yes, you can. Make a. How are you attempting to distribute it?
I'd probably get some kind of cloth that was not permeable and get a bunch on there and then grab it by each corner and fling it at it. That's the best
Okay.
that I can think of.
Make a dexterity check for me. So you bundle up some of this sand into a handkerchief, essentially, and then approach the edge of the circle and fling the sand into the circle. When you do, it distributes widely across the circle. But when you do, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can we all start giggling the second he indicates there's anything that could go wrong?
No, it's just I thought that Brian sounded too pleased when he said that he was gonna throw something in there. I was like, oh, it's a trap. Oh, it's a trap.
I mean, I threw the grappling hook in there and nothing bad happened, but then it came unhooked and now I'm worried something's invisible.
Yeah. No.
As I take the sheet off of Whisper,
Oh, I'm being murdered. Oh, God. Ah! Oh, Jesus.
So as at the moment the sand hits the circle, you see a red beam from behind the sarcophagus lance out towards you, and there's an explosion of fire. You take 14 damage. And I'm going to move us to a map.
Oh, Crow.
Can it get out? That's what I heard.
I just want to watch. I that's my fetish.
So roll initiative. I'm not pulling up the initiative table because it's just the two of you.
20. I don't like the way that sounds, Brian.
There's no way you lose this. Marnie won one-on-one.
Yeah.
You're twice the frog that she is.
I don't know what it is, and it can cast fireball.
As appearing
Oh, God.
behind the sarcophagus, you see a frog-like creature, only it's not a grung.
Oh, it's not a grung. What?
It is tall. It has spines running down its back. It has long claws, and it is gray.
Oh, I was afraid it was gray. No.
Oh, and now you're fit to be pregnant.
Oh. Whoa, whoa.
But you get to go first.
Does the salt circle look intact?
It does not,
Fuck. I run.
as your rope that holds your grappling hook is touching the salt circle, as is a bunch of sand. Okay, you run.
I open this door.
What door?
There's no door on the other end of this?
You can look for a door.
I look for a
with your
door.
action. Okay, make a perception check.
Please be a door here.
As you
So, you want to save your brother?
you guys would have heard the explosion of the fireball, but we're going to take this first round before I ask you guys to act.
I meant just like, giving him an opportunity to re-roll that with the inspiration you rolled for, Tony. But
I think. That's tough. That's tough because I might win the Deadpool if he dies. You know what I'm saying?
I don't remember who I put down at this point.
Oh man, I don't want to spend it on a perception check though.
To find the door to leave?
It's not
the
dead
worst
yet.
part is I'm moving into unfamiliar territory, so I'm going from one bad situation into another, I am certain.
That's a good point. Don't waste it.
Keep it.
Let's roll a D100.
Each grung from themselves.
All right, you're gonna have to tough it out.
All right.
Rub dirt on it, but don't throw dirt at it because that didn't work well last time.
So the creature moves so it can see you down the hallway, and it will cast another fireball at you.
Damn, fireball for days.
Why is it always gotta be fire, Brian?
'Cause you don't.
I need a dex save.
Maybe I should have let you re-roll.
As it then continues moving, drawing a great sword.
Well,
Get yourself a man who can do both.
So the rest of you all heard two explosions to the south.
To the south from our room? Dad,
So-
what happened to Crow? Didn't he go that direction?
He turned into a lady then.
No, I meant like right before the thing came down and the wall and the room filled up with wine. Didn't he go up the?
Yeah, she went in through that passage
She-
there, right there.
Isn't that where we just heard a big sound coming from? Twice.
Right, but there's no screaming. Historically speaking, if Crayola was in some sort of danger, she would be screaming right now.
So you can both make perception checks.
Damn it, I rolled well.
So both of you can hear Crow. She's not necessarily screaming, but she does cry out in pain after both explosions.
All right. I can't get through there.
Why not?
The dungeon master said I couldn't
Oh.
because of Miyamas.
Ah.
You would
That
have
takes-
to widen it greatly.
It takes like 10 minutes to go down. Yeah, okay. Well, any ideas? Because I don't have any ideas.
Nothing expedient.
Hmm.
Sorry, let me just. I'm looking at my character sheet real quick. Because most of this gear I don't actually have anymore because it's on my dinosaur. I never got to use antitoxins
We're immune
or
to poison.
this steel mirror. That was a disappointing buy.
I can enhance your ability.
I've got
in
a
order
crowbar.
to-
Can I widen the passage, or is it like all the way through? Is it just the entrance that needs to be widened?
It's just the entrance.
Can I try to break open that ring or whatever that is?
What is the entrance?
So it is a gargoyle's mouth. It is a carved
Oh.
gargoyle face with a wide open mouth. That was the spout the wine was coming through.
All right, well, step back before you do so. I'm gonna try something. Hopefully, this will work. It's extra effective against these sort of things.
So you point your hand at the gargoyle mouth, and the entire gargoyle face explodes outward.
Releasing the wine into the room.
No,
Behind the gargoyle face, another gargoyle face.
but the two of you, let's say you're here, can move. But we'll come back to you in just a moment.
Okay.
All right. Dawnflower, just
Yes.
as you're trying to decide whether these explosions are more of what you had seen in the Upside Down or not, Marnie comes running around the corner. She sees you, and she says, "There's a big explosion. It's in the south."
I'll shift back into my human form because Bunnycorn is not a great fighter. Well, I heard, but it's not trying to hurt us right now, is it?
But it might be trying to hurt somebody else.
Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to. You know what? I will do what you tell me. I realize that being myself is the best idea, but I can't seem to be bothered to help other people. So, you know what we're going to do is I'm going to follow you, and you're gonna tell me when people need my help because people always seem to be needing help, and I'm not really sure that I can be bothered with that. But I think that this is not right. Lead the way.
All right, follow me. And she turns and she's used her whole movement, but she turns to seem to be going back the way she came. So this way.
I'll follow her.
Okay. So we are going to roll initiative now. Crow, you already have, as has the bad guy. Yours was 20.
For some reason, I thought it said Gary Slod.
Gary.
Oh,
Not Gary. Who invited Gary?
I just have the Gary from Pokemon. Go away, Gary! Not now!
I'm glad I killed your Rattata.
Wow. That's brutal.
Okay.
Brian, everything I know about dungeons tells me there's a door here. Try and find it again.
Okay. Make another perception check. Everything you know about dungeons tells you there's a door here, but you cannot find one. The wall.
Is that including the advantage I have for finding secret doors?
It is.
Oh.
Aww.
Well,
This looks like a dead end in more ways than one.
I just sit down.
You can. It's
I'm
gonna
just gonna pray to my
It's gonna give you
God.
disadvantage on your next save versus fireball.
or gives him advantage on his greatsword attacks as he is.
Yeah, let's not do that then.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pray to my God.
Okay.
And that's it.
The creature will move forward and attack you. It gets 3.
Oh shit.
Oh, I forgot how good these guys were.
They're so deadly.
First is a bite. Chomp. As it snaps at you, it misses. It seems like maybe he forgot to stretch or something, or he's been in that circle for too long. He's having trouble finding his stride. But then he just takes the greatsword in both hands and swings it at you twice. Once. Twice.
Hey, that could be worse.
Could be better.
It could be a lot better.
Yeah. And that is his turn.
I mean, if you're a newborn daughter, this would have been the weirdest MTV episode ever.
Hey, where's my hag mom coming to save me?
The transgender new daughter of a hag is now pregnant too. We're just stacking all the shows on top of each other.
No, this sounds like the same show.
This is still Dr. Phil, right?
Pimp my tomb.
So Barney dashes, leaving Dawnflower sort of behind, but you can hear her say, "I think we can get through here. Get back." But that last didn't seem to be towards you.
Okay.
Sonny.
I am going to inspire him, Mr. Tadpole. You've always wanted a sister, right? Don't let your new sister die. That would be bad. We really shouldn't split up the party. All right, go. You're good. Anyway, and I'm also gonna help him get through this opening if he needs it.
He's not going to need it, but...
Well, I'll push him in farther than if it helps.
Okay. It is going to be difficult terrain for the first couple of... for where it's red.
Brian, it's all red.
You noticed.
I will dash. I'm going to have to count this out. Oh, God, please, macros, go away. I'm trying to do stuff. I'm going to have to count this out. So 10 feet, 20, 30, 40. What am I looking at?
To the left is actually walled off now. There's it looks like something has closed this off. Maybe that was the reservoir where you turned the valve.
55 there because I'm exiting the difficult terrain, and then 60.
Cool. You can hear sounds not too far ahead of you, and you can see light coming from up ahead.
Crayola, we're coming. Get your gender appropriate ass over here.
Wait, Brian, I couldn't have gone through there, right?
Yeah, you could have.
Oh, okay. Could I have done that then? Because I thought that was was too small.
He had trouble
for me
moving
as
through
well.
because he's wearing heavy armor.
Got it. But since I'm not wearing heavy armor and since I'm a relatively small snake person,
Mm-hmm.
I can slither my way up.
Yes.
All right. So that was 5, 10, 20, 30, 40. All right, so I would have been, since I went first, I would have been just where Tadpole is, and Tadpole would be where I am right now.
But you guys are fine right there.
Okay.
All right. Dawnflower.
Okay. I'm gonna follow mommy. 1, 2, 4, 6. I'm gonna have to dash because that woman is hella fast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are we looking at here?
So you came through this large door when you were being chased by the white walls of light before.
Okay.
But now this door, you see it's got, at human head height, there are 3 holes in the door. The door is 9 feet tall, 9 feet wide, made of stone.
I remember this.
These 3 holes are just large enough for a face, and there are 3 faces sticking out of them. They appear to be corpses, but they are animate. They are moving around, and they have, it looks like bridles, like horse bridles in their mouths.
It's just weird.
Yeah, they're, you know, and it may be that they, yeah, you can't tell, but it doesn't look like they're attached to the door. It looks like they're trying to shove themselves through these face holes to get at Marnie, and you think that's who she said get back to.
All right. Okay. That's my turn, though.
All right. Crow.
So, Brian, I am a small creature. Can I move past this slab?
You can.
Can I take the disengage action?
That would be prudent.
Wow.
Take
the Wow.
dodge action. Just run.
And can I use my remaining movement to jump onto the pillar?
Yes.
I would like to be 5 feet off the ground.
Okay.
Yep, 5 feet, not 10. So.
Those of you who are in the hallway could see Cruella come dashing into this room that's ahead of you because she's carrying a torch and jump up onto what looks like a pillar, although she's on the far side of it, it's hard to tell. Immediately behind her is a large gray frog-like creature that comes chasing directly after her, wielding a greatsword. And it is going to attack again. As it will bite.
That doesn't.
Okay.
What is my AC again? Yep, that does.
Okay. You go unconscious. It sniffs the air, turns its eyes to the two of you in that little passageway, smiles, a large, wide, fanged smile, and steps back into this passageway where you can't see it.
It's a trap.
Marnie is going to literally just punch one of these zombies.
Go, Marnie.
That is a straight strength check. So that's... and she's going to do it twice because she has 2 attacks. The first time she hits. The second time she sort of skins her knuckles on that weird bridle thing. But she does manage to punch one of them, and its face disappears from the face holes.
All right.
But that is her turn. And she's like, "Get out of the way! I want to open the door." All right, Sunny, it is your turn.
Can I just go after Tad then, since I'm behind him now?
Yeah, you will drop your initiative down.
Thanks.
Tad, it is your turn.
Excellent. Is Drazira trailing behind?
She is underneath you at the moment, but yes, she's
Perfect.
coming behind all of you.
All right. I will no longer unable. I see you. I see you hiding over there. This does look like a trap. Did Cruella fall scattering this obvious satanic circle?
She fell across the sand, but across the salt, but you can see other places where it is scuffed now.
Okay, but it's already scuffed, so I don't have to
Yes.
worry about further reducing the integrity here.
It is already scuffed.
20, 25, 30. What is it about to do, Brian? What is that?
So from where you are, it's hard to see, but it looks like a little table.
No, this is going to go well. This is the last. Let me double check on this. We used a second potion last time, so I'm out of regular healing potions. This is the superior healing.
I do have a healing potion on me if you just want to use mine.
I use that one.
Okay, so if you're taking it off of Cruella, it's going to be an action to take it, and then an action to feed it to her.
I use mine.
Okay.
Oh, not great.
Okay.
Not dead.
That is good.
Staying alive.
That is good. I did not put myself for the death pool.
And I just and call the tiger over. That's my turn.
Okay. The tiger comes right up behind you. Sunny, it is your turn.
All right, I come out here. Holy crap! I can see Grace Slod over that direction.
Mm-hmm.
That's terrifying. I'm gonna run it to. I want it to run away as far as possible. From us, because I don't want it close to us. Shoot, I need a frog-based insult or something. What do I know about sloths?
They've got a 3-foot tongue, but they still can't please their girlfriend.
You can make an Arcana or History check, and I am tempted to take away somebody's inspiration.
What?
I should have rolled history, but Arcana works.
Okay. So you do know that they are from a different plane, one where there is so much magic that likely they've built up some inherent resistances.
That is very true. So I'm gonna do this instead. That staff I found with did it have a goat's head on it?
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel like I need to attune to this thing before I can start pointing it at things and having things go?
You don't feel any inherent magical connection to it. So you think that if it is magical, you would need to attune.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to go back to plan A and just shoot at it as, pew, pew, pew!
Okay.
I point my fingers and snakes come out. Where there's... Boop, boop.
Finger guns.
All right. So from where you are, it's going to have 3/4 cover. As you're
Okay.
shooting around this corner and past Tad, whatnot.
What's AC?
You do not hit.
Oh no!
Oh, this
That is a lot of AC then.
You as you shoot with your finger guns and the snakes go out, they strike the walls around it, the little table beside it. You feel like had you had any better view of it at all, you likely would have hit it.
Likely. I will take a step back. That's my turn.
Okay. Dawnflower.
All right. I'm gonna move here. Can I see? I mean, I can see the faces, but Marnie punched one away. Can I just step into Marnie's space and have a peek through the hole and
Yeah.
see maybe if I can see anything of interest?
Make a perception check.
Just a sec. It's in my spell page. Perception. Perception.
Oh, nice. Now I was going to give you disadvantage because the room is completely dark.
Oh,
But
I have a torch.
well, even so, it's a little face hole, and there are other zombies who, when you move, they switch to these face holes.
Okay.
But disadvantage when you roll 2 24s is still 24.
Awesome.
Yeah. So looking into this room, you can see that these bridles that are on the zombies, that are in their mouths, seem to be hooked to some kind of chain that is going from them up to up behind them in this direction. And with that excellent perception roll, you can tell that there's a counterweight on the end of that chain. And you think that perhaps with the way it's set up and and the quick glance you had at the room before when it was brightly lit by the white wall of death, you think that perhaps this counterweight is locking the door. Because when you were there, the counterweight had been on the ground.
Okay.
But the zombies, in their zeal to get through the door to bite at you and Marnie, are pulling the weight up, thus keeping the door closed.
Okay. So we gotta get rid of the zombies to go through. Alright. I have so few spells left. It's not even funny. Okay. I'm making my choice. I'm sorry, y'all. It's gonna happen. Okay. All right. I've decided. There's not 25 way that I can go about this. I'm gonna. Through my glance of the room, was there extra space in there to add maybe another denizen to this room?
The room is very large.
Awesome. I'm going to use my last 4th level spell slot and conjure some more beasties. And let's see. We're gonna go full chicken raptors. I'm just gonna call the swarm to eat those zombies alive. Eat them all, my pretties. Eat them.
You're becoming the Wicked Witch of the West.
It's quite possible.
This is how it starts.
This is how it starts. Gonna start to sing Defying Gravity any second.
All right. So your raptors appear just behind the zombies. I'm going to just make some rolls for them right now, as opposed to giving them their own turn. You get, how many? Is that 8?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
I'm going for speed.
Okay. So they are going to swarm up around these zombies. They have advantage on their attacks because of pack tactics. So they get bite, claw. The first one, two of them take out one zombie. And two of them take out the other zombie. And
My
when
girls.
they do, they grab the zombies and pull them back from the door. You hear a clattering, crunching sound as the chains get pulled back. This weight comes crashing down, and the door opens.
Oh, but your Marnie is in another castle. No, wait, you're good.
She's
But,
right here.
but that is your turn.
I do have some movement, I
Oh,
believe,
you can
if
move.
I
You can
may.
move.
Excellent. I'm just gonna come right about here and pet a few raptors. Good girls. Good girls. The path is open, Melanie. You can come through now.
So let me describe this room for you. In this room, much like in the other one, there are also 6 glass cauldrons around the sides of the room. However, in the room you had been in before, the cauldrons were empty. In this room, they seem to be filled with what look like humanoid bones.
Boy.
In the center of this room is what looks like an ancient chariot, and it seems to hold a bronze sarcophagus that has treasure strewn all over it. The paintings on the chariot's body show a tall bird with a long, sharp beak. On the far south wall, you can just barely see what looks like a large bronze shield. But you cannot make out, I don't think, hang on. No, you can't make out anything else about the shield.
Do we hear more of those explosions or fighting?
What is your passive perception?
It's pretty good. I think it's 17. Let me double check. 17.
That's really good. You hear, you definitely hear fighting, shouting coming from the east. And you hear some kind of scratching movement-ish sound from the south. But you can't see it from where you are.
That's fair.
But it does seem to be coming from within the room.
The scratching, not the fighting sound.
The scratching.
Right? Okay. I will point to Marnie that I think that the fighting is coming from over there, but probably not right from here.
She lifts up her crystal mace and she says, "I'm good at secret doors now." Okay. Crow, you are lying on the ground. You have just been fed a healing potion. Ahead of you down the hallway is the creature that just sliced you open with its sword.
So as far as I'm aware, there's no other door.
You were not able to find a door.
If I can't find a door, the door doesn't exist, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ted, do we just want to close the door here and then just lock him in this little room?
Oh, there's a jewel. Checkmate. There's a jewel. Find his jewels.
I think I see them.
You might. All right. Check out a bow. Sorry, I rolled twice because I hit it by accident. Oh, this doesn't have my poison attached to it. That's okay. It's probably immune.
Why don't you give me some poison damage too? That's a constitution.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the first enemy that isn't immune to our poison?
They exist.
But it saved. So only
I'm
one.
gonna move.
That was only one attack.
I can only make one attack.
Okay. As you shoot, it growls at you and mutters something incomprehensible. Okay.
All right.
On its turn, it begins to cast a spell.
Oh, not dope.
Oh, I counterspell.
Excellent. You're going to need to roll your spell casting ability check.
I figure that I can just like say a bunch of words, and that'll stop it from casting. Is that how that works?
Why don't you roll deception?
Can I just not be here until the spell is done? Come on, Brian, work with me here.
It's not how that works.
Like, I'll come back in 6 rounds.
Just gonna go get a coffee.
So it starts casting and steps forward to here, and then releases its spell. I would like you all to make wisdom saving throws. Drosera needs to make one too.
I think I know what feat I'm taking next.
Crow.
The tiger has advantage on this.
Hey!
Sunny, what's going on, you guys?
I'm tired of being scared.
As Crow and Sunny see their worst nightmares emerge from this small hallway, you are both frightened.
You scared.
Okay. That was his turn, though. Marnie.
Played by you.
Played by me until Larry gets here. Is going to run past you and the Velociraptor herd. You pointed her at the wall, essentially?
Yes, where we heard the fighting and the noise, because I know that's what she was looking for.
Okay. She can get to there and then take her action to look for where to hit the wall. So she's going to make a perception check. She's like, it looks just like a wall to me. Where should I hit it? But that's all she can do.
No.
Tad.
I am determined to prove myself as the hoppy superior. I want to step up to this creature to engage it, but I also want to look for a gem, a jewel of some kind that would control this creature.
So to take a good look will be your whole action.
My whole action?
Yep. Otherwise, tell me your passive perception.
Not great. Not Dawnflower good. 15.
Okay.
It's not bad.
So in this room, the only thing of interest is the sarcophagus, but you don't see any gems on it.
Oh, what if it's in it? But if we fucking open that thing, we're gonna die.
And on the little table there, you see an empty bottle, but nothing else. But you have your action. What would you
Yeah,
like to
I'm gonna. All right,
Target's concentration.
I'm gonna try. First, I'm gonna try to knock it prone, and I don't know if that counts as breaking concentration, or as something that would challenge his concentration. Then I'm going to attempt to grapple it.
Okay. Excellent. It cannot break that grapple.
Okay. And if it's not immune to poison, it has to save versus poison.
Jump
Ooh,
around.
nice.
Jump around. Oh, no.
And the tiger attack.
And the tiger.
The tiger misses.
And then I'm going to hit it with my mace.
That does hit. This is the Mace
The
of Fear.
mace of terror. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to give it to Marna yet.
Okay. It will take that damage. It will make a concentration check.
Damn. And I'm going to basically Drazira and I are going to pull it so it's like right here in case we need to get into the room past it. I don't know. It ran there, so I don't know if it needed something there or if we needed something there. But I'll end my turn over here, and that's all I get. Excuse me. Had to burp. Couldn't find my mute button.
Sonny, you are frightened. You have to use your action to dash.
You are a pterodactyl.
You're scared. You're not a dinosaur.
Nope. Nope. All right, so 25. Get another 15 feet. Boop. Aha! This is a safe room. I like this room. I'll stay here now. Do I make a wisdom save at the end of my turn?
Only if you move out of line of sight of the object of your fear, which you have done.
Oh yes, I have advantage on this. Let's see if it works. Hey!
So
I crawl out of the opening and just go, wait a minute.
you crawl out of the opening covered in wine, and you hear the voice of Moa in your head, almost like a disapproving grandmother, telling you, "Child, you don't need to be afraid of things."
Sorry, Gran. I just... Oh. Alright.
Okay,
That's my turn.
that's pretty much your turn. Yeah,
The herd.
Dawnflower.
Oh, son of a...
Alright. I'm going to... let's see. Yeah, I can get very close to here. I'm gonna get close to the wall here where I heard noise, and I'm going to search again for the door. I want to point out the door to Marnie if I can, or if I can find a door and open stuff. Great, but I'm considering that Marnie is my skeleton for this. I'm just looking for where she can go ahead and hit.
All right, make a perception check. So you find the door. Not only do you find the door, but you find the latch that opens the door.
You see, it's right there, Mommy. Look.
Oh, I was really hoping to bust down another wall.
You don't need to bust down all the doors. And then I'm gonna whistle and call my girls and just point towards the corridor and just have them
Get them, Blue.
have them rush through the hallway and just go for it. Do I see through this door, or is it another door?
You can see all the way through to the room
Excellent.
beyond. It is lit by torchlight. You can't really see what's going on. You see some form off to the left. So your raptors, the closest one can make it in. The rest are going to fill up this hallway.
That's fine. And they know what I know, right? I can tell them to go in there and, like, you know, not attack any of my friends, but if they see anything hostile, to go to town.
Yep, but they're having to dash.
Then that's fine. I want them to rush in.
Okay.
I have a gift for this. I don't have a motorcycle, though, so it's not quite as cool.
You have a Marnie.
I have a Marnie. I ride Marnie into battle.
Crow.
I have to use my dash action to move the safest possible route away from this thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess would be like this way.
Yep.
And then I will start climbing the wall.
Okay. Since you are still within sight of it, you cannot make a save.
Alright.
All right. What is it gonna do? It's got so many choices.
So many raptors. Wait, there was a door!
There was. All right. On its
DC
turn.
22.
Yeah. It is. Hang on.
He didn't hire like shitty masons.
He had lots of money. Super rich. After
Okay.
killing everybody in Omu, you know, that was a lot of coinage.
He killed all the dwarves and then made the best mason zombies to build his tomb.
It is going to attempt to escape your grapple with a dexterity check.
The fool! That's actually not bad. But it's not enough!
My goodness, man. Okay.
Just start hopping and I'll let you know when to stop there, mate.
But you notice that the bruising that had started to form when you hit it with your mace
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
fades, and it looks fine. And
That's
it sort of
good.
smiles. Then it sees these little raptors come running into the room, looking around for something to attack, and they turn their eyes to it.
Lick
It's
their
like the
chops.
little compies at the beginning of the Lost World. They're so cute but so terrifying.
Now it's Marnie's turn. She's gonna hold her action to dash after everyone else has moved into the room. Tad.
Okay. I was going to see if I could position it somewhere where people could not see it, but I don't think that's going to be realistic. I want to back up right here with the slot so that more creatures can surround it and, murder it. I don't even think it matters. I think raptors have pack tactics. Whatever. I'm going to attempt to pin him to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
And then hit him twice with my mace.
Okay. He is on the ground.
15 doesn't hit.
15
13 doesn't hit.
13 does not hit.
Actually, on that 15, I have inspiration from Sunny.
16 doesn't hit.
Yeah. All right. Well, you can't say that I didn't try.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be my turn, but I think Dracira, is she scared or does she get an attack?
Well, I was just waiting until you were done.
She attacks. Yeah.
All right. Feel free to move Dracira how you want. Like, I'm just a passenger here.
She's acting as a controlled mount. This is your movement. You do it.
We're going to have a talk, you and I, later. All right, that's it. Have a good one.
Okay. Sunny. Mute.
Thank you. I'm just crawling my way back up in the Walk of Shame. That's 40 feet of movement. It's weird, but I'll get to... it's right there! One side was weird. Just gonna... That checks out right. Oh, well, okay, there. That's roughly where I need to be. Okay. I'm in a position where I can see the thing, it can see me. I'm not afraid of it. I am going to bonus action. Do I want to inspire or do I want to cutting words? I got 3 left. I'll inspire Tad for now. Yeah, Tad. Show who's the bigger, better frog. It ain't easy being green, but being that color of gray is ugh. It's your turn.
Okay. Dawnflower.
All right. I'm gonna step through my swarm of raptors. My squad. They're my squad. See, the Slod I've heard so much about. That looks like something I can kill. I'm going to let's see what do I got. Still being restrained and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna sick my girls onto this creature because it's lunchtime, and I'm going as I whistle to call the raptors to attention. I'm guessing the thing might look at me, and I'm just gonna slam down the rod of Dendar to show him what true fear looks like.
Nice. It is not a wise creature, being mostly insane, but it is going to take a pile of psychic damage.
Convertible cornucopia.
I'm not. You know what? Just so that my entrance is proper, I'm also going to put down the spirit of the bear right next to me and give temporary it points to all my raptors and some of my friends too. Woo woo! I mostly did it for the raptors, you guys. Don't read into this at all, okay? I don't care. It's not like I like you or anything. And it is now we're level 8. Yeah, so it's 5 plus 8, 13 temporary hit points for everybody.
Mind range of this. Nice.
I think it's 30 feet.
Correct. I think I might even just Marnie is just out of reach, sadly, but everybody else gets some.
Okay. I'm going to move you for just a second while I grab your other raptor.
It's all right.
There's so many raptors.
Okay, so we have a bunch of raptors swinging at it.
Go girls!
They are all at advantage. 1, 7. That is total of 12. 20. 28. 36. 39. 55. I think there's one more. Is that right?
Yeah.
And 19 is 74 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Anybody want to guess how many hit points he had left?
60?
74.
75.
Oh, can I save him? I don't want him to die.
It's too late.
Too late. As the raptors swarm around him and just start shredding into him.
I'm quite pleased with this, and I will reward every one of these raptors with a scritch. Because they did good. Good girls. They're good girls. I seem more pleased with the raptors than I am with seeing you guys, but it's not my fault. It's the Zorbo in my head.
Oh, I give you a similar look as you destroy the thing that I was trying to mind control and make into my slave.
So I was wondering this. Don't you have the Sioux monster? Wasn't the Zorbo like pushed out of Sunny?
It's the Sioux monster.
Oh, it's the Sioux
Okay.
monster? Okay, but that's my bad. They look very similar for my defense.
I was unsure and I just wanted clarification.
All right. Got Sonny, Trailer, Bonkers, Dawnflare, Doppelganger. No.
Doppelganger?
Stop it. Right now. You back away from that.
What? I was just making my way over here.
So, hang on. Yeah. Dawnflower, you hear the voice in your head of Wongo. And,
No.
It says, I think you should go in and just bust open the sarcophagus and take what's inside.
That does sound like a great idea. What is inside, though?
I don't know, but you should take it.
All right, everyone. Glad you're all right. We're going to make our way back to the other room and finish that first.
Oh, we could look inside there, I say as I walk over the line.
I will interpose.
Well, we are already here, and I could just check it for trips. We open it, take what's inside, then go back to the other room, so we don't have to come back here at all.
Well, we will have to come back here just because the other direction is blocked off.
There's an exit this way, anyways.
I am reasonably certain we have done everything necessary to make sure that the other room is safe, which means it is an excellent place to patch yourselves up and start demolishing this tomb.
I agree.
But the spirit in my head says there's something good inside.
100% of your involvement with that spirit has been to my near death.
Well, I suppose that's true. But
Why does it matter?
I'm gonna look to Marnie. Can I open this? Sounds important.
I don't think that's a good idea. Look how hurt Crow is. Crowella, I mean. Oh, I'm so sorry.
That's alright, either way it's for me. I have feeling pretty good though. The bear is very comforting.
It is a nice bear. Do you think I should help her then? I mean, she doesn't look that much different than usual, but if you want, I can heal her or something, maybe.
Actually, I think I'll be fine. I got the that ring.
Excellent. I don't even let her finish. I'm just like, good. Alright. It's a shame though. These girls done so terribly well, and now we're just gonna lose them because you're not strong enough to continue.
Do you stop concentrating on the...
No, I'm gonna keep them. I'm gonna have them follow us until we actually rest and they fade away. I really like them. They're fierce warriors.
Why don't you send them on a murder, death, kill mission? Just find everything else in this tomb and kill it.
I'm sure they could pull it off. They're very strong. Do I know if there's any limit? Nah, I'm just gonna keep them close though, because that's just gonna become a whole different kind of mess to just like send them running in the wilds.
Okay. So what are you guys doing?
So I do still suggest that we go into the other room, rest up, and then open the thing in there. But it isn't much different, I guess, to just rest here. Like,
Yeah, and then just open this one and go back to the other. It's the same process.
I would prefer the other side personally, because we've already, like, as a group, done a bunch of checks in there. And I know you did a bunch of checks in here, but
The only thing
Kat
that
is seeing
really
this all for the first time.
bothers me is the sarcophagus is probably trapped, but that's about it.
So you're gonna
Other
rest up here?
room. Let's
Yeah,
just go to the other room. It's not like it takes a long time to get.
Yeah, costs nothing. All right.
I'm not going to move all the tokens. You guys can go to the other room. Sunny can set up the hut.
Yeah. We'll rest around the sarcophagus, I imagine, so that it's already in place when we finish.
Sounds good to me.
You're taking a short rest.
Can we
Still
long
too
rest?
early to long rest, right?
I mean, I am out of spells completely.
Yeah, I have level 1 spell slots.
I'm concerned about Raynor, though.
I'm not sure that we can take on Ags without you having spells.
Oh, 100% no.
And Marnie will tell you, I didn't see him when I woke up. He was gone.
He's probably already one of them.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, they do something much worse to the males.
What do
No.
they do?
What's
Put their
this?
eggs in them?
I just shiver and say nothing.
If we're spending an hour here, that's 10 or 6 increments of 10 minutes, so I get 66 health back
Oh, nice.
from the ring.
Nice.
So I have to spend less hit dice.
Yeah. Nice.
And okay, so we're just short resting for now.
Well, you're absolutely right. I don't think we could live through another anything. I mean, I am so entirely tired. What do the rest of you guys think?
Might as well rest.
I could use a long rest, but
Well, the same problem is going to happen that happened yesterday. We're going to have to... let me out-of-game this for a moment because it's very meta. We're going to have to spend like 6 or 8 hours waiting to long rest for 6 or 8 hours,
No,
which I'm fine with. I was fine with it yesterday.
I think, given
considering
the beating
everything
that everyone's taken, and the just
running and
the running, the resources that everyone has consumed, you can go ahead and take a long rest.
Yeah,
It's
how
been-
long have we spent?
It's hard to tell time,
But it's been like an hour since our last short rest, if that.
and
Yeah, and we've had like
So-
2, right?
I am very willing to accept these terms.
yeah, we'll take the long rest
Mhm.
allowable because I did a bunch of running, went to the upside down, all that
so
stuff.
you all go to the other room. You take the long rest. Unfortunately, the raptors do not last.
They're so cool. I think they're my favorite creatures to summon. To tell you the truth, they're just so deadly. Just wreck into everything.
They are surprisingly good.
They're amazing.
See, that's why the thing needed to hold off on its 2 fireballs until there were at least, 4 raptors next to him.
I wonder if you could
I-
cast Fireball anymore, because I feel like you would have if you could.
I don't think they have spell slots. I think they have innate.
Identify on this.
Staff.
Yeah.
So you determine that this staff is used as an offensive weapon.
Ooh. Spins if it charges. Take an extra 26. Okay.
That's really good.
Wham!
Mm-hmm.
It's a grandma staff. Don't do that.
Anybody feel any particular fondness toward quarterstaffs?
No, but maybe can't you use it?
Barely, but like barely.
Because I already have so many staffs. I'm not sure what to do in the next one.
Does
Wait, if
anybody
you're
feel
gonna
like
give
actually-
Monty both maces, wouldn't Ted need something to hit things with?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about it because
And pole
isn't
is
a
in
quarterstaff
A
a
pole.
one-handed weapon?
It is versatile.
his name.
Yeah, but I would rather. Oh, the mace doesn't have any bonuses to it, though.
It does not.
It's a
Ugh.
plus
Does it look
three.
cool?
3? Which is like
Yeah, no, the
Yeah.
+3 is why it's tempting.
Plus an extra
Does it look cool?
3d6 3 times a day.
Ah. Well, no, I know the Mace of Terror looks cool. What about the Staff of
Holy
Strike?
cow, that looks badass.
Oh, the staff. So the staff, it does look somewhat different than just a long quarterstaff. One end of it is tipped. So you know when a wooden staff has metal on either end, it's referred to as being shod. As
Okay.
in wearing shoes. So this staff is shod with bronze. One end of the staff is shaped in the form of a ram's head.
That's cool.
I mean, it's kind of fitting, I guess, for like, somebody who shoves and knocks shit over. Yeah, I'll take it if nobody else wants it.
I just don't think anyone else can use it as effectively.
I mean, the last time I got a +3 weapon, I died pretty much immediately. So
Make better decisions.
thanks for that. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll attune to it. How many spirits do I get?
Oh, it does.
None. The spirit
How
is
many
inside.
curses do I get?
None. Oh, for the staff? Sorry.
Dick.
Is there a curse?
There is a curse.
6.
I'm sorry.
A death eye doesn't reveal curses. Woo!
I know.
What's up with that?
At the end of the long rest, after everyone has their hit points back, after everyone has their spells back, Tad, you notice that an itching all over your body, and by the time the rest is complete, you've got fur. Thick, shaggy fur.
What?
Don't know how to tell you this, but it seems you have become a mammal.
Oh, I feel like I've got all these angsty emotions inside of me.
Also, at the end of the long rest, I need Crow, Tad, Crow and Tad. Let's see, Tad. Sorry.
I have to make 2, don't I?
Yeah. Crow makes 2.
I figured you
Crow
out.
makes 1. Let's have Dawnflower make 1 and Sunny make 1. D20 rolls.
D20 roll. Gotcha.
Do I have a plus to this with Jack of all trades?
No, it is just a D20.
Okay.
Excellent. Okay. Additionally, I would like each of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Bam.
Do I
That
have
is
advantage on this?
Oh,
Good
No.
thing I'm wise.
It's okay.
14's pretty good.
Okay.
insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain.
Excellent. Crow and Sunny.
Mm-hmm.
The two of you have dreams.
Oh.
We'll start with Crow.
Mother?
You see, you start to dream, and you see in front of you a bubbling cauldron. This cauldron is bronze. It is filled with a greenish black, thick, viscous liquid. The lid of the cauldron is discarded nearby haphazardly. You look around, you see a cage with a heavy padlock on it. Make a quick perception check.
Don't open the cage.
Open the cage
Within the
immediately.
cage, you see two naked figures.
You're a bad slaver.
They are huddling underneath a blood-stained blanket, but you catch a glimpse of Marnie and Raynor. Only Marnie looks strange. Her skin is incredibly pale, almost blue, as if she's never seen sunlight. Whereas the Marnie you know has spent a great deal of time outdoors. As you're looking around,
Which one is real?
you are approached by three strange creatures. They seem to be almost dolls. One looks like a straw doll with little rusty pins sticking in its body. The other looks like a faceless child molded from clay, and the third looks like a stuffed plush monkey, but with the lower body of a unicycle. And as you see them, the little straw doll starts speaking while the little clay doll molds a face on its head with a little frown and a scared expression. The straw doll says, "You can't be here now." They look something like this.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Then you wake up.
So the straw
Okay.
doll's kind of cute, but the rest of them can fuck back off to Toy Story.
I don't know. The clay one isn't so bad. She just
I
needs
think-
some hair and a dress, and she would remind me of Lenore.
And a face.
I'm okay with her not having the face, but she needs more features than that in order to like not be creepy. Because now she's like a Silent Hill mannequin.
True. The monkey's the worst.
Do I
The
also have this
monkey
dream?
is awful.
You have a different dream.
Ah, great.
As you sleep, you look around and find yourself in a strange corridor with a stone slab blocking one end. Painted on the stone slab is the image of a gaunt male humanoid who's wearing a hooded cloak, and his face is a mask of stars. He has a withered left hand, and it is raised with the palm extended. Beyond this is another stone slab, painted again with a male humanoid wearing a hooded cloak, once again with stars where the face should be. This slab has its right arm held up, but the arm was severed neatly at the elbow. Past this is a green stone face with devilish countenance, the mouth agape and filled with darkness. Past the darkness you fly into a large central open room. A marble pedestal in the center, sitting atop of which is a glittering crown made of gold with black opals. You hear a voice that says, "Find, bring," and then you awake.
Alright. That was beyond the mask's mouth?
The dream logic was difficult. You don't know that you saw the path or things you might encounter along the way.
Okay.
Instructions were clear, though. You put a star on your face, you chop your arm.
I don't wish to do either of those things. All right. Before we open up this, sarcophagi, I'm going to do something new.
Something new.
No!
As I take 10 minutes waking up early to cast detect magic.
Okay.
What?
So, at the end of your long rest, the hut is going to fade. So you're going to have to take 10 minutes to cast Detect Magic and another 10 to cast the hut. If you're going to keep the hut over the sarcophagus.
Yep. I'll do the hut first, then detect magic.
Okay.
Because I don't think you can cast a ritual spell while concentrating.
Yep. And all of you are up in this north room, not in the room with the salt circle.
Correct.
Okay. You cast Detect Magic. You do detect a small amount of magic from the hang on. From the room, from inside the sarcophagus. You do find as well magic coming from the ceiling,
Ceiling?
where the sunlight is.
Mm-hmm. All right. But it is dark within the hut, which means it's dark within the sarcophagus.
Mm-hmm.
What type of magic is around the sarcophagus?
It seems to be abjuration magic.
Any way I could is there? Can I look around, see if there's any sort of Arcane ruins, glyphs, that sort of thing.
So you've already looked around this sarcophagus before and found nothing, and you've spent the last 8 hours here and found, again, no runes, no identifiable markings. The lid is not. There's no latch on the lid. There's no mechanism to open it, but it does seem somehow firmly attached.
All right, should everybody go and prepare themselves to, like, turn off the valves if by opening this they open back
That's
up again?
an excellent idea. Can I just make sure that all the valves are firmly tightened from before, and then I'll stand. Should I put myself in the other room, or we're just theater reminding it?
We're just theater reminding it.
I'll put myself within 30 feet of the sarcophagus, but next to a valve, because that is a good idea.
Marnie will as well. By the way, the stone block that had closed off the entrance to the room lifted sometime while you all were fighting the slod.
Oh, neat.
So the passageway is open back to that ring and to the central area.
Okay, any other ideas?
I mean, we've done all our traps, all our checks last session, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the dome does look like it effectively blocks all light.
Yes, it is pitch black.
I'll have to stand within the dome. However,
Maybe I'll put a
I'm not
blanket
strong
up
enough
there,
to open it up.
just in case.
Sure, you can put a blanket over the dome.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to open it? I don't.
Marnie says, I will. I like opening things.
Okay.
And she goes to make a strength check to attempt to shove the lid off.
Yeah, that's why I didn't do it.
And she pushes and shoves with all of her might, and nothing happens. It won't move. She's like, I think it's stuck.
Can I swap places with someone and help her?
You just
Sure.
do it together.
Yeah.
So you do, and you get up there with her and start to push. Make an intelligence check.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all. You remember your encounter with getting glued to some vines and how stuck you were, and you think that possibly this lid is stuck with that same sort of glue. Because
All
it
right.
is not moving. No matter how much the two of you push against it, you would expect it to move at least a little bit, but it, even if it just wiggled in place, but it doesn't.
I go back to my position. I say, all right, Manny, yeah, you're going to need to hit that thing with your mice.
Oh boy, and she smashes it. I'm not even going to roll for it. Given enough time, she can crush through anything. And she does. She shatters the sarcophagus. When you go, nothing happens when she does. The valves stay closed. And she starts looking through the broken rock of the sarcophagus, and she says, I found something. It's weird.
Is it a plank?
Wood.
It's a piece of wood, and it has something written on it.
Oh wait, I know what it is. It is something about drinks.
It
I
says,
forgot.
drown your sorrows.
Yes, I have a matching set. Look, I take out mine.
And it looks exactly the same.
So neither one had anything. All right.
Well, it seems this was a decoy team.
Perhaps.
We should have probably been suspect of that when he didn't have any iconography relevant to any of the tricks to gods there.
But that's like the perfect trick for a trickster god, right? Like, Hey, this isn't my tomb. No, this is Bill's tomb.
Maybe if there was one focused on a new deceit or, that kind of thing. But I don't really believe any of them are like that.
They do like their fame. Shall we go to the next one? The one that we know there's something in there because the spirit in my head told me that we should totally open it.
Yeah,
Just
let's check
remember,
that
if
one
you'd
out.
want to keep that spirit, don't touch it first, because I'll have
I
questions
do
for
not
Nang.
want to keep it.
Well,
It is
Nang isn't going to
uncomfortable.
be any better for you, so just let me take that one, and you can grab the next one, I promise.
Real quick, I do want to quickly try. Let's all go together, going the opposite direction around that ring. See if it takes us to a different place.
I would not recommend it.
Like you guys always went one way, right? You always went left over the body. What if we went the other way?
As you
Maybe
go
that-
the other way, as you approach the full circumference of the ring, you get to a glowing white wall. It does not,
not
seem to be
touch that.
moving.
Do not touch that. This is terribly dangerous.
Huh. Okay.
You did not ask, by the way, but I barely escaped death by going through this ring. These walls were like trying to crush
What are
me.
you talking about? We talked last night, but you were like, I don't care about you. I just want to go to sleep.
I don't remember that. I don't think that happened.
It does seem right up the alley nowadays.
It's not my fault, alright? There's just the spirit in my head that is telling me how dull you all are.
What if said it was your fault, and he might be right.
I will like tug on like. I guess you're wearing like a dress skirt, aren't you?
Yeah.
So maybe I'll just like touch your knee until you start hopping, and you know I'm there, and I'll just say,
Yes.
I'm really mad at you. But when we get that spirit out of your brain, we're gonna be good friends again.
Alright. I wish
Not
I could
that
say
we
it
ever
in
stopped
that
being good friends. You just don't care right now, and we understand it.
I have to match her levels of antipathy with my own.
Just
Oh,
just
right,
tell me
right.
what you
I
need,
don't care for you at
alright?
all.
I'm not what I used to be, and I realize that. And just tell me what you need. I might not realize that it's not okay to make the ground break at your feet and hurt you. But if you tell me that you need
That
to be fixed, I will
was-
help you.
Yeah. Really skinned up my shinners here.
Yeah, lucky I was there to bring you back.
That's right, I was.
So
Well, I also saved you from Ags, so I really don't see why you're complaining.
We'll call it even.
No, I don't think we're even.
Well, that's just your opinion there. Be careful with opinions.
So as you leave the glowing white wall, walk your way back around the ring, you pass by the body one last time. Are you going to do anything with it?
I thought that we had examined it, but I guess I didn't. I will look at it closer.
Yeah, I thought you found stuff on it.
Tad
Was it
has
just
No,
the staff?
someone
now,
grabbed the
right?
staff, but no one inspected the body.
Ted has fur now, and I remember you describing this as like a goat person.
As you bend down and look at them, you see that they look half human and half goat. With goat, the eyes are still open and glazed over, and the eyes look like goat eyes with those weird square pupils.
Does he have
Becoming
fur
a
on him?
goat.
He
If
has,
I turn into a goat,
he has
you have
fur.
permission to eat me.
He has horns.
Does the fur look like crow's fur?
Yes,
Not crow, Tad's fur.
Tad's fur. It looks like Tad's fur.
I think you
Well-
might be turning into a goat. You'll be a frog goat.
You are gonna look mighty fearsome, so that's a bonus.
I'm actually. This is better because I've been terrified that someone's going to eat my frog legs. But if somebody eats my goat legs, I actually don't mind that much. What's
Maybe
going to
they
happen to
won't.
my feetsies, though?
They're gonna turn
So-
into a goat.
Sticky hooves.
Sticky hooves.
As you are looking through the body, you find three things actually. You find a spell book, but none of you are spell book casters, so it doesn't.
I throw it over my shoulder.
You find a
made-
journal, which I will share with you.
Oh,
Ooh. I'm glad
that's
you
who
wrote that
find
out because
this.
that's tiny.
I know that I, Devlin Bashir, am the last surviving member of the company of the Yellow Banner. The warlord Rasnisi stripped us of our weapon, and threw us in here on orders of his master, Asarak. I can only imagine our soul ought to be fed to his phylactery. Alas, it seems he has one. Our company was separated after the incident with the 4-armed gargoyles. The Tomb Guardian tore Suart to pieces, and with him, we lost the Starfallen. Our quest was a failure. Even if we found the eye, the elf princess was gone. My friends would not have lasted long without their weapons, especially with a doppelganger in our midst, as Seth suspected. Of course, I kept my staff. I am sure Brixton would have seen some humor in that. Gentle reader, let a dying man offer you one piece of advice. Asararak is a trickster who desires nothing but your soul. His riddles may help you, but in the end, his final secret always leads to your doom. Timora Seversol.
Ha! So in the letter I found, it says Delvin has the lead on the Eye of Zaltek. The old goat found an obelisk in the north that marks the entrance to the Tomb of the Nine Gods. I thought he was just using an expression, the old goat, you know? Referring to an old person who's crafty, I guess? I don't know. But no.
Seems it
actually
was
a-
literal.
Also, on Devlin's body, you find a pot of ink.
Ooh.
Didn't we find that last session?
And I don't remember if you found it last session or not. It's on his body.
Oh, okay.
I give it to Sunny, of course.
And Sunny, you're still running your detect magic. You do detect a faint amount of conjuration magic coming from it.
Ooh.
Oh!
I don't know what it is. Alright, let's go into that other room. I'll cast Identify him this sooner or later.
Okay. So you come back into the room
Doppelgangers.
with the...
And
so, Let me
I have
ask you, sorry, which way are you going? Because you were at the ring. You could go west through the zombie door into the room with the glass cauldrons. Or you could go back the hard way. Oh, it looks like he was bludgeoned to death. Yeah.
Okay, that's all I wanted to.
Or you could go back into the fake tomb and squeeze your way through this tiny little corridor.
Honestly, I'd like to avoid the other room with the cauldrons. I haven't been there, but it sounds like
Yeah.
something's up with it.
We've passed through the passageway.
Okay.
So I have a theory. There's not enough information to test if it's accuracy, but so I'm wondering if the line that his last riddle always leads to your death is more literal. So at the end of the first warning, it says the keys turn on the inside only, which was a clue to solving the puzzle, but it also easily could have killed or maimed us if we were inside doing it.
Yes.
I'm wondering if all of these aren't that, so that the next one is Into Darkness Descend, might be a clue, but it also could fuck us up. So when we get to that one, we
I
should
was
be
about
really
to say, him giving us all the riddles that would, let us solve every single puzzle in his little dungeon, eventually leading to our success, doesn't make a lot of sense.
out of
Problem
character.
was,
It's perfectly with the oldest Ararak, but not the new one.
I don't, yeah. But in character, I'm just saying, it makes sense to set us up for success with giving us a couple actual useful tips, and then just throw in here and there the most deadly ones that when we do what it says, we are
Die?
disintegrated.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's very confident in his ability. He has managed to wipe out cities and has been undisturbed for years. I think he's not too worried.
Yeah. All right. That's
You
All right, Brian.
You come back to this room. Crow, I assume, is going to investigate for traps. Roll perception. You'll have advantage because I assume someone is helping you.
You said investigate, so I had investigation.
Okay.
It's the same score.
Okay. You don't find any traps. Additionally, this sarcophagus lid looks like it is just placed on, so it could be lifted off the sarcophagus. The figurines are all little. There are 12 of them. They're painted wood. It looks like they depict grungs. They look cute, but probably worthless.
Any magic
Can I
on
just-
the outside?
Collect them and move them so they don't get mangled or destroyed.
Sonny, I'm aware you're running Detect Magic. You do not detect any magic on the outside. The sarcophagus might be too thick to detect anything on the inside.
Right then, Monty, you want to help me lift this lid here?
Sure, I'll help. I'll roll, Marnie.
And then I just want to touch everything that's inside at least once.
Break it
That's a
all.
19. She, with your help, lifts the lid off. You set it carefully aside. Inside, you see what looks like a varnished clay urn. Glancing at it quickly without looking at it, without touching, you see within look like the skull and bones of a grung, as well as other grave objects, valuables. You can't tell what they are without getting into the urn. But when you remove the lid, Sonny, you do detect enchantment magic surrounding the urn.
Is that the only thing that's enchanted?
That is the only thing you detect at the moment.
Cruella, the urn is magical.
Right, so I touch it.
Magic, so it
Okay, you touch it. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Do you choose to fail?
That was a charisma saving throw for the dudes.
The rest of
Yay!
you see Crow reach forward for this urn, grab it in both hands. There's two large handles on either side of the urn. Cruella lifts it up, a smile of triumph on her face, and she begins to dance. And as
I
she
did it.
does, she takes 7 damage.
Is she dancing
Worth it.
irresistibly?
And she continues to dance.
Is she still touching it?
As she continues touching it.
Cruella, are you okay?
I cannot understand what is happening.
You feel like you could put the urn down.
All right.
Or do something else. It's up to you.
What's in the sarcophagus other than the urn?
I'm sorry, what was that, Crow?
Is there anything in the sarcophagus other than the urn?
No.
Oh, I just get my hand in there and I try to touch everything.
You put your hand inside the ashes.
Okay. So as you are looking through the urn, I need you to make another wisdom save. As you continue to dance, taking more damage. Roll a 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll a d4. The first thing your hands grab is a bottle. You pull it out, and it looks like a sparkling red potion, perhaps a healing potion, probably more potent than a regular healing potion.
I'll just set that aside. And
Okay,
keep
you
doing
do.
the
I need you to make another saving throw. Wisdom save. As you stop dancing.
Oh, fantastic.
You did.
Really got my legs moving now.
Okay.
You're a wonderful dancer, Cruella.
Thank you. I learned it from no one.
Okay. You reach into the urn again, and other than the bones and the skull, the only other thing you find inside is a petrified grung egg. When you pull it out of the urn, Sunny, you immediately can detect magic on it. It seems to be abjuration magic. But as you touch it, tendrils of slime rise from its surface and transform into a frog-like head that bobs towards you. Croaking voice sounding out that says, Nang Nang will help you now. I would like you to make a charisma save.
I choose to fail.
As Nang Nang inhabits your body. You all see this spirit enter into Crow.
Don't worry, Tad. I'm going to learn how to do the ritual from this god, and then you will be a golden Crow.
Alright, Crow.
I could have had that spirit. I would have made a great spirit.
I'm just saying.
You'll be a golden goat.
Oh, yeah, you're not a croaky.
Alright, so
A
Crow,
plan.
you have a handout now. Under player notes, Tomb handouts, Trickster God of Omu handouts, Nang Nang's spirit.
Yay!
Oh, I like how the flaws override opposing flaws. That's cool. Oh.
Oh. Do you regret it yet?
No, not really. I got questions.
Okay. Tad.
That's me.
So for that insight, it's hard to tell. Make me a history check too.
Now, about Devlin's journal, it suggested a doppelganger was about. Is that one of us at this point?
Don't worry, brother. I've already inspected a lot of you, and you're all really hard to read.
It's because we're not frogs. Grunts, I mean.
Well, I suppose we could touch each other, and if we start hopping because we're not immune to the poison, one of us is a doppelganger. We can do that at least.
That's actually unnecessary.
Why? It's something a doppelganger would say.
Well, Sonny has a helmet.
That's true.
Well, I appreciate your appreciation for fashion, but
It's a
she doesn't
magical
really
element.
use it ever.
Sonny is, I don't want to suggest anyone specifically, but perhaps somebody that we haven't had eyes on recently,
Isn't that literally everyone?
except for myself and Sonny. Is anyone acting weird?
Well, I mean,
Sonny? Oh, he BRB'd.
Oh, I missed it.
Right.
We'll
I'm
get
just
back
going to
to
keep
that.
this here egg and the N.
So the urn seems to have lost any potency that it had.
Yeah,
When
but
the
it holds
spirit
my
left.
stuff.
Oh, okay.
I put things in it.
Good.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, well, let's get back to it.
Brian, I have a question about this flaw.
Mm-hmm.
Is this like material things or like emotional stuff or information? What does this apply to?
So I believe that Nang Nang is just greedy and selfish.
Okay, so material stuff.
Yeah.
Things of value.
Yeah.
So the urn, I can do whatever I want with because it's worthless to me.
Exactly.
All right, fuck this urn. I put it back in the
Okay.
sarcophagus.
But you're keeping the potion and the
Yep.
okay.
all right. Well, that's done. Can we try the other one? There was another sarcophagus over there. It was
Yep,
a
let's
giant.
get
Was that
to
the
it.
one in the inn room with the bones in the glass and whatnot?
Oh,
Yes, with the
Are we moving
colorants.
ourselves, or are you doing
Yeah,
this?
you can move yourselves into this room. I was just moving Marnie.
And there's nothing cool left on this table, right?
Nope. Empty bottle.
That table had a bottle that I smashed against the wall.
That Are you just particularly opposed to the construction of sand-like bottles?
No, there's a genie in it, and she wanted to be free, I assume. I asked
There
her
was
what
a
she wanted.
genie in it.
Did you get a wish?
What else is going to be in the bottle? No, I didn't ask for one. I'm not selfish.
I mean,
That's what
Sometimes
they
you
do.
just got to help a genie out.
it's very altruistic of you.
In this room, and around the sides of the room are 6 glass cauldrons. They are brimming with humanoid bones. In the center of the room is an ancient chariot, within which is a bronze sarcophagus. There is treasure strewn atop the bronze sarcophagus. Paintings on the chariot's body show a tall bird with a long, sharp beak. On the south wall, you can now clearly see a large bronze shield that bears the embossed image of a Chultan warrior carrying a spear, below which is an inscription that reads, "Bow before no one." To either side of it are 2 bronze statues for a total of 4 on pedestals. They depict Chultan warriors, one holding a sword, 2 with spears, 1 missing a face. As you enter the room, Crow, Nang Nang says to you, "Go grab some of that treasure."
Wait, can't be hasty now. We got to wait for them to trigger the traps. Then we get the treasure.
Oh, good plan, good plan.
Well, this does not seem all that complicated. One does not have a face. We bow before no one. Thus, we bow before the one without a face.
That actually seems like a pretty good idea. The the riddle there, it says to bow before the entombed god. So go for it.
Yeah, I suppose I would try. I'm gonna find the one without a face, I guess, and bow before that one and see what happens. Unless somebody has a better idea, of course. I'm all open to listen.
I'm still looking to see if there's a way I can use, like, intoned to say or recite with little rise and fall of the pitch of the voice. But I didn't hear any of that. Except the one's missing a head.
So, one of the statues is holding a sword. 2 of the statues are holding spears. One of the statues is missing a face. Then, in the center is the bronze shield that's embossed with the image of a Chultan warrior carrying a spear, and carries the inscription, "Bow before no one."
Or maybe we bow before the shield, which is not a person.
I don't think you bow.
That actually makes sense to me. I mean,
I like that interpretation.
so bow before the shield, and then I will inspect the tomb for traps.
Okay.
But that would get what is inside. I need to get this Wongo out of my head. He's really not pleasant. You should hear the things he says about you.
No, it's Game of Thrones.
The
Hang on.
spirit is all yours.
Hang on.
It's
I know that Crow was bowing before the shield. Was anyone else?
I'm bowing before the faceless man
Wait,
because they are no one. It's Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but again, if we bow before the shield, that won't. And if it isn't the thing we're supposed to do, it won't count. Whereas if we bow before no one and it's the faceless man and it isn't the thing we're supposed to do, that'll be like the thing that triggers.
Okay, so, no, that's a good point because in theory, if there's no penalty if we bow before the shield first.
Exactly. That's my.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea.
Okay.
By the way, is everyone okay with me basically taking 10 minutes every 10 minutes to?
I have suggested this from the start.
Okay, great.
That's fine. Gives me more time to peel.
There's no penalty for doing it.
Floor, check for traps.
Mhm.
Definitely didn't say pilfer.
So,
So yeah.
one more time, just for me, describe the bowing.
Well, I can do it. I'll go, close to the in front of the shield, and I'll even bring out my spider spear with the
Is this
two.
a cart behind us?
It's a chariot.
Okay.
The two.
One more time.
I'll go in front of the shield. I'll even take out my spider spear with the two snakes wrapped around it, and I will give a bow. I will put just one knee to the ground,
Mhm.
and I'll bow in front of the shield and nothing else.
Okay.
Do we know historically what type of bowing the Cholton gods liked or anything like that?
So none of the Chilton warrior statues or whatnot look like gods. But there is Iblis iconography on the sarcophagus and the chariot.
Which one was Iblis?
The bird.
The tall bird with a long beak.
Is it like a crane? I hold on. Where's
Yes,
my?
like a crane.
Alright, I'll bow. It's pretty much a normal bow, bend at the waist, but it's somewhat reminiscent of a bird dipping its beak into water to drink or something like that. That checks out, right?
Like one of those birds might do.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're doing this in front of the shield.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Marnie will follow everyone else's lead. Crow.
I'll do the same thing, but I'll do it very briefly.
Okay. And then while Sunny is doing her ritual for detect magic, Crow, I need you to describe to me what you're doing.
I'm checking for traps and also removing this gold and treasure from the top of the sarcophagus.
Okay. Make
To make it easier to check for traps.
make a perception check for the traps. And then roll initiative.
Oh, there you go.
Where am I in the room currently?
You were in front of the faceless statue.
Okay, I did not know which star. My initiatives have been low recently, which is probably why I've been doing well in combat.
It's the first time I'm anywhere close to the lead.
I need a few minutes to check on. I'll be back.
One, two, three.
Maybe we did need to bow in front of the one without a face.
Maybe
Or
we
we
need to
needed-
trigger the trap first and then bow.
Maybe.
Or we needed all 5 of us to bow before
yeah,
bow
all
at the same
together in sync. If you don't press the button at the same time, nothing.
When you summon your raptors, tell them all to bow first.
Okay. Dawnflower.
Yes.
As Crow starts inspecting for traps, and you think pocketing some of this treasure that's on top of the sarcophagus, climbing out of these cauldrons are skeletons.
Alright.
Oh.
Skeletons. Okay, so many skeletons. Alright, that's
That's a lot
cool.
of skelly mans.
I think I have an idea of something that I can do. I just want to check one quick thing. Okay. That's not exactly as I would have hoped, but I think that we might be able to get something. What if I put it like here? What if I put it here? No, it's gonna have to be here. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I'm going to centered here where I put my little arrow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Spike Growth.
Nice.
Okay.
Slam both my feet to the ground. Talk, talk like an earthbender. Talk, talk. Make the grass grow.
So, let's see. 20-foot radius.
It's one of my favorite spells.
It's whenever they're not close to you, it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
From there. Okay.
And I know that it might be a little late to ask this, but you said that was a scratching noise coming from that general direction before.
Yep.
I know that there might be a lot of ambient noise right now. Do I still hear any of that?
You, at the moment, do not.
Okay. That's fair, that's fair. I am making the plants grow everywhere, so it's to be expected.
I'm having trouble drawing. Hang on a second.
Yeah, our plan didn't work, and skeletons came out of everywhere. But it's okay, I'm
Yeah.
making the
What did
plants
I?
grow.
What did I miss? What triggered it? Was it
We're
crow
not...
looting?
Yeah, crow
Cruella
touched
trying to
stuff.
pick things up.
I checked for traps. I was
Yeah.
just checking for traps. You can prove nothing.
Mm-hmm. The gold ended up being a trap.
Well, it was in the way. I can't really check for traps with all this treasure on top of this
She
box.
did. I'm just saying. No, you found the traps.
Yeah,
You did detect them.
You did find the
I'm
traps.
doing my job. I don't know where the gold went though. That's weird.
It's
So there-
out
and
of
there are
your
skeletons-
pocket, right there.
Coming out of the cauldrons.
Yes.
I'm gonna move here afterwards.
Would breaking a cauldron make it better or worse?
You break it, it's just
It
a
might be
flurry of
filtering
tiny
them out.
half-made skeletons.
Yeah. Like you break a cauldron and they just all come out fully formed, like
All right.
30 of them.
At the end of Dawnflower's turn,
It's really funny.
I'm going to roll a d2. 1 is Sunny, 2 is Marnie. Marnie. As
Sorry,
the
Larry.
carving on the bronze shield of this Chultan warrior starts moving, it pulls out its bronze spear and throws. And while this spear doesn't actually leave the shield, you see a beam of force come out. This is at Marnie.
Ouch.
All right. One more time for everybody. Center of the room is a chariot with a sarcophagus made of bronze. Both are decorated with images of a bird with a long beak. On the south wall is a large bronze shield embossed with a Chultan warrior holding a spear.
Okay,
To
that's all I
his
need.
left are 2 statues of Chultan warriors, one with a shield. One with a sword, one with a spear. To his right are 2 more statues of Chultan warriors, one with a spear, one with no face. The bronze shield seemed to animate just the carving on it, as it seemed to throw a spear. But instead, just a beam of force came forward, hitting Marnie for 19.
Ouch.
That's wrong.
That's a big 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not that. It was minus 19, not 19. Okay.
That's more like morning.
All right. That was Dawnflower's turn. On the skeleton's turns, they will start scrambling forward. Let's see. This one is going to move.
Do you want us to run roll the 2d4 for you so you don't have to?
I'm going to get M to do it,
Yeah.
All right.
and I'll tell her how much. Because it's 2d4 for every 5 feet.
And it's difficult terrain.
No.
Yep. So that is 64. It crumbles. This one charges straight forward. That is 64 as well. It crumbles.
Best spell ever.
This one charges forward. 64. It crumbles. This one, likewise.
Wow. This is very effective.
This one. Do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
Dies. This one. One more. Dies.
Boom, bitch. My work here is done.
On this side, these two run forward. 1, 2. These two come running forward. 1, 2. These two get 1,
Well,
2. All right. Let's see. 2 attacks at Tad with their short swords. 1, 2.
I am
Feels
good to
it.
go.
That was it, Tad. Did either of those hit?
Nope, I am good to go.
Okay. Actually, there's one more at you. Sorry. Miscounted. How about that one?
Still no. Ring of protection for the win.
Excellent. 2 will be at Crow. 1, 2.
oh,
Okay. And 1 at Marnie.
bring me to a solid 50 health.
Then, at the end of their turn, more skeletons start crawling out of the urns.
Oh shit, that's what I feared.
Well, at
Well,
least
spike
we only
growth
have
is
to worry
gonna
about
fucking
half
work.
of them. Yeah.
And that is the end of the skeletons' turns. Crow.
So is bowing, what are we calling that? A bonus action? An action? A movement thing?
It can be part of your movement.
All right, so I don't know what intoned means, and I Googled it, and it didn't help me, but it says bow to the dead god. So I'm just going to bow to the sarcophagus. Or the chariot, or both. I don't know how this works.
Okay.
A bow, and then I cast Fog Cloud, because fuck these skeletons.
Where do you cast Fog Cloud?
Does that help?
So this is a meta thing that I'm going to explain. They're not very good at attacking, so disadvantage, and they attack more than us because there's a lot more of them, is more impactful for them, whereas we have a lot of spellcasters, and Marnie, who's just going to murder everything, regardless of
Doesn't it
disadvantage.
cancel out though to an even thing unless if you have a
You know,
thing?
I forgot about that, so I don't know. Figure it out.
Sorry.
No, I
You said you
will
wouldn't
not
do it.
figure it out. I'm casting the thing.
I need you to... Yeah, thank you. 20-foot radius.
Terrific radius.
So 40 feet across.
You know, I forgot that, like, they don't have disadvantage. And now I'm sad.
Yeah, it's really good to shut down spellcasters who require seeing creatures to affect them. So, enchanters and that sort of stuff.
Which
Really good
both
on-
of you are? Like, you are? Sorry. I'm sorry, Trent.
No, it's all right. That's the problem, is bards don't really have much that enchants creatures other than, like, humanoids. So I went from starting off being a chanter to just being a
Buff
Close.
debuffer.
a buffer as well as an explosion expert.
Yeah.
And is there room, like, in the chariot next to the sarcophagus? Because I just kind of want to get in there.
Yeah, you can do that. Okay.
All right, so I bowed, cast Fog Cloud, and then got it the thing.
All right, Tad. It is now foggy.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to work with the fog, but I haven't seen any change since Crow bowed at the sarcophagi, right? Well, no, I haven't. I haven't seen any change since.
You haven't seen anything.
This might fuck it up. I'm gonna bow towards the faceless god. It's not a god. You said it's not a god.
Statue.
Statue. And then I'm gonna fuck up some skeletons. I don't want to hit the cauldron unless it released like 17. I'm gonna go bottom counterclockwise. Let's go with that.
Okay.
See, I thought about ripping the shield off the wall, but that was because I thought there was something behind it.
Well, worst case scenario, maybe it attacks in front of it and just like, put it between us and our enemies.
Maybe it
Okay.
has to see things, which is helpful because I want fog cloud to be useful.
I just start counterclockwise. I beat things until they die. I don't have 3 attacks. I'm not level 11. The last one I knocked prone.
And Drosera murders it.
Okay. And Drosera can roll.
Never mind.
No, it's prone. But
Oh, okay.
but she has disadvantage because of the fog cloud. So it's even, so it's still alive but prone. Well, still undead but prone.
Drosera's gonna move, so we have like a line of defense,
Okay.
and Tad doesn't get
She
surrounded
gets
and
2
die.
opportunity attacks at disadvantage.
They can't see.
You
You're
can't
correct.
see me.
They are blinded, so they cannot attack. They can't make opportunity attacks like that.
Oh, I forgot about that ruling. That ruling is super weird.
It's good. I mean,
Anything-
it's
anything
I
else?
have-
Fog cloud, useful.
Light on it.
You're making my
else?
spell better, Trent. Keep up with that.
Tad.
oh no, sorry, that was it. I used all the things.
It is Marnie's turn.
So you can just swing with wild abandon into this wall of skeletons.
She is. I'm gonna rage.
You do that.
And then she brings out both the crystal mace and the mace of terror.
Yeah.
And she's going to start with the one right next to her. Crystal mace destroys it. She's going to step over its body, go north. That one's dead. That one is not. But it is very hurt. Even with disadvantage on all of those. Okay.
Marnie is a beast.
Sunny.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just gonna check something. Okay, just creature within range. I'm not gonna worry about the creature. I'm just going to take a step out of this fog cloud over here. I'm going to target the urn with 2 Eldritch Blasts
Which urn?
at the bottom left. The bottom left.
Okay. The urn shatters.
With the first one or the second one?
Second one.
Okay. And then what are the 2 statues over here on the left side? Our left.
Actually, no. Hang
Sunny's
on.
right.
I take it back. My bad. You crack it, but it does not break.
Okay. What was the
The statues on your side, one has a sword, one has a spear. They do not seem to be moving at the moment.
Okay. Neither of those seem interesting. I'm gonna step back into the cloud. And then who does need the that's good for now. I'll be done.
Okay. Excellent. Dawnflower.
Yes. All right. So this side is protected. I did not see what Sunny did. I'm sure it was very interesting. What are my options? I was looking at something. The Python staff is not concentration, right?
I don't believe it is.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
Then I'm just gonna bring my here with my 2 staffs, and I'm gonna slam it to the ground. But this time, instead of using the rod of Dandar, the staff of the Python is just gonna melt to the floor and turn into a giant snake. What's up? And
Sup, bro? Snake here.
and I know that this side is well protected because, well, I'm working on that actively. So I'm just gonna send it to Slither, in that here is direction, and just
gonna have
anything
it-
that is. Oh, yeah,
Go ahead, sir. I'm gonna have it be conjured on this side of you then, so it can get around everybody.
sounds good. And just anything that does not have living flesh on it, or just for now, because I wish I had seen what the cracks and everything. He's just gonna wreck the undead people. He's gonna act with extreme prejudice against undead.
He will wreck one undead.
Excellent. And I still have a bonus action. Should I? I can't see anybody. It's not gonna be that helpful. No, I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna. That's gonna be it for me this time.
Okay. At the end of your turn, you hear the sound of the beam that came from the shield, but none of you can see it. And you hear a clattering of bones.
Huh.
Now it's the skeleton's turns. This one is going to move there.
Did it target one of the skeletons?
You
I'm
don't
trying to
know,
figure
you
it out.
can't see.
I'm asking rhetorically.
We just heard a pew and then a.
Okay.
When I want to talk to you, Brian, I will pray.
All right, so let's see what we got. These first 2 are at Crow. It is even because you are blinded, they are blinded, both at disadvantage. So it evens out. So 1, 2. Did
I'll
either
make a
hit?
con save.
Okay.
Fog cloud's con.
As the fog cloud disappears.
Oh, there you are.
Do you know what that was about?
All right. This one, by the way, is going to stand. I forgot all about him. And he is going to move there. So 3 attacks at Marnie. 1, 2, 3. 1 will hit. She is raging.
Yeah.
And these 2 that are in these cauldrons will draw short bows and fire them. But they do step aside a little bit, so that's 2d4 each.
They learn. Clever girl. Oh, that's
The enemy has
bad.
sudden raptors of its own.
That's better, but not as good.
Okay. And they are going to fire at the closest person they see, which is Dawnflower.
Hi.
1.
I really wish you wouldn't. I really, actually, really wish you didn't do that. Ow. Okay, so 2 con saves, which I do with advantage. Warcaster. 1 and 2.
You're fine.
But I could have done without that 16 damage. Well,
At the end
Sorry,
of,
is it Is it too late to have cutting words, the short bow one?
No,
Is
you
that-
can,
is that
you
the
can
second
cutting
one?
words one.
All right, I'm gonna do it. What is a skeleton's favorite instrument?
The trombone.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent. So you reduce the attack on the second one down to 12.
Mm-hmm.
Would a
Huh?
12 hit?
No, it would not.
Okay, so you can have that 8 back. That 8 damage. Back.
Oh, yay. Merci, Sunny.
At the
Welcome. That was the other problem. Is I was looking up to see if I could, if I had to see people in order to cutting words it, and yes, I did, which was a problem with Fog Cloud. Which why, yeah. I
as
almost
more
missed my
skeletons
cue.
crawl out of these cauldrons.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
When the fog cloud dropped, you did notice one skeleton you had seen crawl out of one of the cauldrons is dead over here.
This is even more
So it didn't even
effective.
aim at us.
Crow.
So bowing at the shield and the other thing did not work. I'm gonna jump. How tall is the ceiling here?
It is 15 feet high.
I will jump 15 feet and land on the ceiling.
Yes, you can. You all see Crow jump up, somersault in the air, land on the ceiling as if she were walking along the ground.
You have
And I
spider
pull
walk.
out my bow.
You're a vampire.
You are.
She just adjusted her center of gravity differently.
I'll try and shoot the archers. Yeah, one over there.
That will hit.
And I'm assuming they're immune to poison, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah. It looks very hurt, but it is not dead.
I noticed that my giant snake didn't get to go.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. I forgot myself. I was like,
it would have moved down here and attacked the one by Crow.
Thing is so massive.
Yeah. So,
It's a gigathon.
boop. And it missed. It would. Oh, it would just hit with advantage,
yeah,
Sure saw a terrathon.
but it didn't kill it.
it's okay. You did your best.
Yeah.
Something about Ramadan.
Anything else, Crow?
A zetathon.
I'll hunters. Oh, I should have hunter mark first. Well, hunters mark a different skeleton.
Okay, which one?
The one that I hit, I guess.
Okay.
I said a different skeleton, and then I meant the other thing. That wasn't that.
All right. It is marked. Tad, it is your turn.
I don't trust this shield. Since I'm here, assuming that it's not a magical item specifically designed for a shield-wearing grung, I am going to take it off the wall and orient it in a way that it can only shoot skeletons.
In which direction?
Let's go with east. There seems to be a larger concentration of them.
Okay. That's going to take your entire action.
Yeah. Does it need a strength check or anything?
Nope. It's
Okay.
it's heavy, but not that heavy.
I pointed at bad guys. I hope for glorification.
Okay.
Dracera's gonna back
Ah,
and then pounce.
ah.
Ha! Ha!
All right. Does the pounce give her advantage?
I do not believe so.
Okay, so she will miss as this skeleton is seemingly dodging out of the way of a shield that is now being pointed at it. Marnie, though,
You're under arrest.
is going to go crazy. She's going to start at the north.
Mow them down, Marnie.
1 will be destroyed. 2 will be destroyed. And that will actually kill that one.
Boom, boom, boom.
I like this. I don't even have to move. I can just kill things. And it's Sunny's turn.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. But then I have to hurt her as well. Alright, let's do the left side. Same ones I was attacking. I am going to make the loudest looking letter you've ever seen with my quill of infinite ink just in the air in front of me. And one of these is going to go off right here.
Okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna
Now, would
try
you
and
say
shove
that
them
skeletons are all made out of
Objects.
objects?
No, they are creatures.
I mean, aren't we all made of objects in the end?
Well, Snake Bro's totally creeped out.
I remember it says stone or wood or glass. Let's see if it says bone. Inorganic materials such as stone, crystal, or metal. I'm afraid.
Larry?
Do we have
I'm
a?
here.
We have a Larry! Larry!
Thanks,
We're in
guys.
the midst.
Unfortunately, we are surrounded by an impossibly tough horde of skeletons right now.
Mhm. Mhm.
Oh,
The exact place you don't want to
One
be.
of them did make their saves. Looks like.
Yes, but he was already damaged.
Nice. What happens to the urns?
These two urns shatter.
Releasing 100.
Larry, welcome.
Yay!
So Marnie is currently wading into a sea of skeletons, just knocking them down left and right. Tad has just pulled a large bronze shield off the wall that had been throwing spears at people, spears of force. These urns along the side of the room keep spewing forth skeletons every round. Although Sunny has now destroyed 2 of them. I'm going to do this. One, 2. And you go. You just had your turn. Sorry. So. Okay. Dawnflower, it is your turn.
Oh, sorry. All right, let's see. Okay, no skeletons bursted for it when we destroy those, so that's good. I think I like the way that Sunny thinks. This is a good idea. I want to do that as well. Let me just see what I can do to help with that. Yeah, that's not great. That's not great. I could do that, but that's how large is that? It's not as prepared as I should have been. It's all right. I'm almost here. Resurrecting hurt. All right. I'm just gonna move up here and try to see if I can't. How close? Oh, not that far. And I'm gonna try to see if I can't. I don't know. Torn whip and pull it into the pillar here and just break it like that.
Okay. Make an attack roll. Yep, there you go. 23 is very good. And then it will move additional 2 as the urn is pulled. So that's 14. It is cracked, but it is not destroyed.
Okay. And then I'll turn to the snake and tell him to forget about the skeletons and just break pots instead.
Okay. He will attempt to break this middle pot that he's right by. As he slithers forward and wraps himself around it, squeezing.
Yeah.
It cracks under the pressure but does not break yet.
That's cool. He's got this. I believe. And yeah, that's gonna be the end of my turn. Unless everybody seems to be still okay. Oh wait, I don't care. That's the end of my turn.
At the end of your turn, this shield that Tad is holding throws another spear directly at the skeleton in front of him.
Yeah.
Missing.
Wow.
Why
I
have
turn
you
the shield
forsaken
down
us?
and I just say, "What the hell?"
You have to look in the barrel.
Then the skeletons go. These 2 skeletons to the north in the spike growth will fire their arrows, fire their short bows at Dawnflower.
Well, technically, they don't know that it's there. Unless they make a perception check.
One of them, I believe, saw, as he was climbing out, 2 of his friends die.
Okay, because, well, if we want to get technical, if it's the area at the time the spell is cast that they have to see before. But I guess that makes sense, that seeing your friend die would make an impact on you. I could see how people who care would see that as a problem.
I mean, unless somebody's been snapping recently, I would question why all my friends are dying.
They both miss, I think.
Excellent.
Surprising.
This skeleton is going to run forward and attack the snake. This one is almost surrounded by snake. He's going to attack it too. So, 1, 2. 1 will hit. The snake doesn't even seem to notice.
Whoa.
That's not what I meant to do.
Okay. How many hit points did he have? He has a pretty good amount of
He
hit
has a
points.
lot of hit points.
Okay, cool.
All right. Then this one by Crow is going to attack Crow. 1
I'm on the line.
and miss. And then 1 by Marnie is going to attack Marnie.
Try it.
Miss. This one is going to move forward. Also attack Marnie. And miss. Then more appear. 1 under a very large snake.
Surprise.
1 up here. Crow.
Which of these cauldrons has been injured? Has the top left one been touched at all?
Top left is cracked and middle right is cracked.
I'll shoot an arrow at the top left.
Okay.
And when I do, Dracera gets to maul a skeleton.
Okay.
She's
She
not
will miss
doing
the
great
skeleton,
today.
but with that 6, so the this cauldron looks like it is barely together. It is chipped and cracked. You can see holes through all the way through it, but it is still sitting there for right now. Anything else?
No, that's it. But I just want to ask, if I'm on the ceiling, can the skeleton reach me with the sword?
Oh, I forgot you were on the ceiling. It would have moved south.
I mean, it still rolled like a 7 or
Yeah,
something.
so it would have missed Marnie.
Okay.
It would have moved. Okay.
That's all. Oh, I'll move my hunter's mark because I can do that.
Where?
That one.
Tad.
Ah!
I would like to hit the skeleton with a shield.
Okay. Just make a strength check.
That's wrong. It's less than that. It's 3 less than that, to be exact.
It'll still hit. This is an improvised weapon,
Yeah.
so you do 1 point of damage. Plus your strength mod, which is...
And I will do that a second time.
What is your strength
That's
Five?
5.
mod? Okay, so 6 total.
That'd be bludgeoning, which they're vulnerable to.
Are they? You know what? They
Yeah.
might
I
be.
have no idea.
But that first hit, while it hurt it, did not kill it. The second one will.
Yeah.
And I will just continue to face it at the skeleton in the corner or the cauldron that it is atop.
Okay.
That's cool, because Drosera's moving over there to assault the said skeleton in the corner.
Okay. She needs to... Yeah.
If that hits, that skeleton needs to make a DC 12 strength save or go prone.
Okay, excellent. It does hit. It will attempt a strength save. It is prone.
If it goes prone, she can make a bite attack as a bonus action.
The bite attack will miss.
Okay.
Marnie.
Marty?
Yes. I mean, yes.
Okay, you've got 2 skeletons right by you, one to your north and one to your east.
Oh man, north and east are my favorite directions. Do I have the Mace of Terror now?
You do.
Yeah, you do.
Oh man. Well, let's just give it a whirl. A swish.
Okay, you hit the one. Which one?
Oh, I hit the nicer looking one.
Okay, for 7 damage. Actually, it's bludgeoning, so you hit it for 14 damage, and it dies.
All right. I love maces. Maces are my new favorite. And crystal mace on the other one.
And it dies.
Oh, there's got to be something else I can hit. What else should I hit?
So there are
Like the
skeletons all over, and there are cauldrons that are spewing forth skeletons.
Oh, that's like the Black Cauldron. That's awesome.
So there's one cauldron here, one currently being constricted by giant snake, and then one up here.
I'll go over here and bash the cauldron with my offhand. But I guess, which one is my offhand?
So I had the Mace of Terror in your offhand.
Oh, then I probably shouldn't have done the Mace of Terror on
it's
that.
okay. You can do those out of order.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Okay, then
mind.
Crystal Mace for okay. I'm sorry. Okay. I am doing things on the cauldron.
And you destroy this cauldron.
Yeah.
I missed D&D today. I couldn't destroy anything. I had to make things work all day.
Oh.
It's the worst.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Anything else?
I'm already raging, I guess.
Mhm. You are.
So no, Margie just gives a shout of joy as she's breaking things.
Excellent.
Yeah,
It's your time.
this is my time to shine. A room full of breakable things. This is like Zelda in a pottery shop. I mean Link in a pottery shop.
Sonny,
I
you're
think
up. Did he leave?
he's on mute. I don't know if he left. He's still there, but he's on.
I am still here for
Aha.
now. This was gonna be my last turn.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm gonna make things explode. I'm gonna get it on the exploding action with a another loud
Where?
right here up in this top corner.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Shut up.
I just let out a perfect and I just go up and up and up and up.
You cannot sing.
Things
You
just
cannot
exploding.
sing, Sonny. Stop that.
I'll make the saves. All right. Do I at least kill 2 of them
Kill
or
one.
one of them?
And shatter. And
That is what I
already
needed to do.
Mostly broken cauldron.
Excellent. That's what I needed to do. And then yeah, I will continue to explode things round after round. If there is if there's at least 2 enemies there, I'll use shatter, and otherwise I'll just throw Eldritch Blast at the cauldrons.
Okay. I
And
gotcha.
guys, I'm so sorry to have to leave, especially after we just got a Larry.
No problem.
I will see you guys next week.
Yep.
It's good to hang out for a couple of seconds.
Yeah, my favorite. Right now, you are my favorite because, at least out of the girls, because one of them is an uncaring, unfeeling bitch,
Hey.
and the other one is trying to steal treasure from us. Anyway, I'm kidding.
Whoa! Hold on.
See,
All right.
Drops
No
the
one can
mic and
prove any
goes.
of that.
Drops the mic.
Flower.
Yes. Okay. What I want to do, because I want the skeletons to walk through my thorns and die, is whip the bow out of one of their hands. Just give me that.
Okay. Well, in attempting to whip the bow out of his hand, you kill him.
That is not exactly what I wanted, but I suppose it will do. And then I'll tell the snake to finish it. Crush this butt. want
As
to leave.
it squeezes. And the pot cracks some more. You think the rate it's going, it will destroy the pot next turn.
Excellent. And everything. Nobody has told me to heal anybody, so this is satisfying to me.
Okay. The skeletons. The shield will take a shot at this prone skeleton. It has disadvantage because it is a ranged attack against a prone target.
Doesn't matter.
It does not matter as it shatters another skeleton.
It was a great idea. We just take the shield with us the rest of the campaign. Throw a blanket over it when we're resting and just point it at things.
All right. The skeletons will go. At the moment, they're all occupied with the snake and Marnie. So these... we've got one that has a bow. He is going to continue shooting at Dawnflower.
But that is not very nice.
And I need a concentration check. You have advantage.
Oof. Barely.
Yeah. And now these two are at Marnie. Short sword, short sword. One will hit for
That one hit.
3 damage total.
Ow! Just a paper cut.
And then 2 at the snake. 1, 2. Both hit. The snake will take that. It's not even really hurt.
It
then,
tickles.
out of this one crawls another. And out of this one crawls another. Crow, it is your turn.
Whichever one shot at Dawnflower, I'll move my hunter's mark to that one.
Okay, that's
That's
this
the
one
son
way
of a
over here.
bitch. The son of a bitch. Kill him. Kill him.
And I'll murder him.
Yeah.
You do. He gets murdered. He
Uh,
submits to
also-
your murdering.
I did submit a formal request in triplicate. It is notarized, so that is acceptable. Larry, one of these days, I'm going to find your cat. I'm going to pet the shit out of that little fucker.
Oh, he is so freaking like just limp in my arms right now.
Oh,
He is the
Hero cat.
happiest kitty in the world right now.
kitty.
That's all.
He's been singing the song of his people. I've been on mute most of the time.
Mm. Tad?
The Tad Pole Vault would like to I guess I drop the shield face down
Okay.
and just gonna hit him with my quarterstaff here.
That will destroy it.
And then I'm gonna hit
Place
the.
it on top of the cauldron like a lid.
I thought about it, but I was worried that a skeleton would come out and just knock it over, and it'd be like a loose automatic rifle in the room. I will then hit the cauldron once.
Okay. You do, and you give it a firm hit, cracking the cauldron, but it is still whole.
All right.
Dracera's gonna hit that thing.
She
Or
does
not.
I knock it prone first.
Marnie.
I think you might be on mute.
Yep.
I am on mute. I am going to play Whack-A-Mole, the skeleton version,
Mhm.
and we're going to go for this one. Crystal Mace,
Mhm.
the face.
Dead.
All right. And this one. Crystal Mace.
Misses.
Well, isn't she technically flanking the snakey?
Oh, she is.
Oh my goodness, good call.
But the snake is technically not engaged with it as it is constricting the thing.
It's
but
true that he is a little
I'll
occupied.
give it to you.
I got a mercy kill.
You're too kind.
And the snake's all around that cauldron
yeah,
right
you could not get to it.
Okay, so can I run past it and get to this one?
You're gonna have to run around the snake too.
Okay, let's see. How far is that?
Oh, you can make it.
Okay. All right, then I'm gonna make this cauldron scared of me. And Mace of Terror.
Unfortunately, you're moving so quickly that you just glance off of the cauldron. You trip over this big bronze shield that's on the floor for some reason. And
Who put this? I love that she's kind of like slip swinging and just.
I think she was just too excited.
I like you trying to terrorize the fucking urn. Like, I'll turn you into a fucking chamber pot. You keep it up.
No, it'll just roll away.
Sunny blasts the urn. It is cracked, but it is not destroyed yet. And it is Dawnflower's turn.
All right. I'll ask my snake to constrict first. See how that goes.
Okay, it will. And that is enough to destroy this this cauldron.
Amazing. Then I'm going to get just a little closer. And I'm going to find one of these skeletons that is climbing all over my snake and just get him to get off of there. And I whip it.
Okay.
Does it pull? You can't even remember if it pulls people.
No, that's a different spell.
Oh, yeah, that's grasping mine. Okay, that's
Lightning
good.
lore?
And everybody is still away. I don't care. It's all good.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. The skeletons go. These three attacking the snake. One. That's 13, 18. Now the snake is starting to show some wear, some wounds. And then by Marnie and Tad, out of the last cauldron climbs another skeleton. It is Crow's turn.
Nice try, Cauldron.
I will move my hunter's mark to that new skeleton.
Okay.
Resubmit my request.
And it is dead.
And Dracera gets to attack when I attack.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're just
trying
spawn.
to destroy the thing.
And now that cauldron is destroyed.
Yeah. What'd you say, Larry?
Now we're just spawn killing.
Mm, you're camping.
Hey, they should just stop spawning.
In fact, I'm going to pull you out of combat because you can handle 3 of these little skeletons without even trying.
Are you sure? I mean, I don't know.
I want to try to hit the head of one into the other and make that kill it.
Oh my god, it's like we're the same person.
Make an athletics check. If you roll
Oh,
17,
you're gonna let me.
17 or higher. Is your DC.
17 or
ball.
Okay, can Tad?
Nope.
Okay.
It's all on you. You can do
This
it.
is a solo task.
Oh no.
You gotta use your inspiration, Tony.
What?
Chad, you can give it
I
a
worked
try.
my ass off. Oh, I can try?
You can try as well if you want to try the same thing. As you're
I've
going
got to
destroy
chop
these
him
last
down. Yeah, I take out his knees first so I get him to my height,
2. Mhm.
and then I take a swing. Is it athletics or strength or what?
You can do
athletics
it.
is fine.
All right,
wish
I
I'd actually
pretty
stay
much
done.
win. Barely.
Oh, nice.
As Marnie hits and destroys one, there were 3 left. You come up behind, and in a single smooth motion, take out the shins of one, and it's like the old cartoons of someone chopping down a tree where they chop out just a chunk of the tree and the tree just boop, drops straight
Yeah.
down.
That's
this
awesome.
skeleton drops straight down, and you spin around, and with your new staff, you hit its head. The head flies clean off into the last remaining skeleton's chest, shattering it.
By the way, Larry, to catch you up, Tad is now a furry frog.
That's right. You
Be
look like a
careful.
goat.
That implies that I have an obsession with.
Dressing up as other animals.
Well, technically,
Which is
he kinda
accurate.
is.
It's a frog in a bear suit.
Yeah, Tad has grown thick fur.
That's awesome. I want to draw that.
The good news is
So-
I also am super fond of being scritched now.
I imagine it starts like a Fu Manchu and just drapes down the entire body like a sweater.
Well, here's the
Two
trouble.
massive sideburns.
Because of the oozing poison skin, if you don't brush that shit out every day, you're going to get those nasty dreads.
Oh, it's gonna get nasty. You're just gonna.
He's so drippy.
I need to just get my Jamaican accent going.
Mine
Head down to
involved
St. Kitts,
yelling like a
spend the
robot,
summer.
So
I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
man. Don't worry. Be happy. What was the shield? What was the automatic weapon?
I
So
knew.
this shield is still on the ground face down.
Okay.
There had been, so it had been hanging here,
Okay.
and when this whole thing got set off, it started at the top of the round, throwing these spears of force out. Now that it is face down, it does not appear to be active.
I'll tip up in the corner just to see if there's an angry little caricature running around throwing. There is.
So you take 23 force damage.
Oh come on! I didn't give him that much of a. All right.
So you're saying it's not safe then?
He is not. He is refusing to negotiate.
Then leave him there. I'll give a scritch to my snaky friend who's done an amazing job at keeping skeletons occupied, and I'm really pleased to have made his acquaintance. And then I'm gonna ask him to just wrap himself back up on my staff and become a staff again. His work is done.
I'll give Tad a scratch, a scritch. That was a pretty good little hit you got there, and with the killing of the skeleton. I tried. I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it. Couldn't be done. Couldn't do it. Turned into
Take my
Rossborough. I'm
HP
sorry.
back.
well, I suppose that means it's time for the sarcophagus. Dawnflower, you ready to get that thing out of you?
Yes, please. I have a terrible headache.
Right then, I'll drop from the ceiling.
Okay.
It makes it sound like
Um, So this sarcophagus, like the others, does not seem to be locked. I would like a strength check for whoever's trying to open it.
I'll assist whoever is opening.
There's not enough room on the chariot for
Oh.
two people to attempt to open it.
I will try to open it.
Get off it.
Okay.
Okay. And we'll do a little strength check.
Is this just a door up here?
Hang on.
Did I hit the right thing? Sorry.
I'm
That
just
looks
worried
like
about it.
3 human head holes.
Oh, is that? Okay, that's what that is.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm using my lovely girlfriend's old Mac, and it is having a field day with this modern internet.
Yeah, and if you're using Chrome, you might have issues too.
I am. Yeah, I am. Yes and yes. Check.
It's okay. It takes a while wrangling because you're afraid you might break the chariot, and you're kind of worried about,
Curses.
curses or something. But you do get the lid off. Within the sarcophagus, you see the brittle skull and hollow bones of an Eblis, the crane-like bird.
Wait,
All right.
don't
It always
follow
throws me off because they have two names, and I'm like, I can't remember what they are.
This is Papa Zodal.
Well, Papa Z. Do you want to get?
Crow. On top
Yeah.
of the sarcophagus had been a gold torque worth 250 gold.
Oh,
What is a torque?
So it's like a stiff neck thing like Celtic men would wear.
I will Google that
Yeah,
later.
TORC.
Because when you said it, I was thinking like torque, like the force.
I was thinking like a.
Like to twerk.
Also, 3 gold cups worth 75 gold apiece, and 5 gold cloak pins worth 25 gold apiece.
Money.
Marnie, inside the sarcophagus, you see amongst the bones an amulet.
This is what I'm looking for, I believe.
I think this is all you. If you wanna
Yes.
get need any help?
What do we know about Papa Zodal?
You
Let's
know the
see.
legend.
So is that? I don't remember off the top of my head. Is that likely to be better or worse than
I
what
think it's
she
gonna.
has?
It can't be much worse than what I have.
All right. Fair enough.
He's wily. He doesn't like the Omuans, but without them, he would have no one to play his tricks on. He sent a March Frog to reason with Obtao. I mean, can it be worse than not caring at all? I don't think so. I take the amulet.
You see strange shadows shift across the walls. They form an outline of a long-legged bird that flies towards you, and its beak stabs into your heart as you hear a voice echoing through your mind. You will do as I command.
Well, that's very demanding of you.
I need you to make a charisma save, or you can choose to fail.
Choose to fail, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna choose to fail. I would prefer to be rid of
Okay.
the sword.
So,
Not Zorbo, Sue Monster.
right.
It's gonna be
so
worse. How much do you want?
Wongo is going to be 1, and Papa Zodal will be 2. Roll
This
a
is the
d2.
god of explosive diarrhea.
Roll 1d2. Come on. 2! Fuck!
Can I give inspiration to reroll that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good.
Okay. Come on, 2! Yes!
There we go.
As you
Did-
feel that selfish, violent, almost deranged spirit leave you, and this other, more conniving perhaps, but definitely shrewd spirit take over.
Alright. How bad is it? Did I just change one dictator for another?
Okay, you should be able to
Possibly.
see it now.
Okay, let me just have a look. Yes. Okay, I can do that. That's already better. Nice. That's cool. Okay, I like that. This is much better. I would have liked to have the bunny horn, but this can do very well.
I'm telling you, like, there's a 50% chance that the flail snail has like a spell guard shield, and I'm fucking all about that.
I mean, if everybody has something and everybody is satisfied when they eat the bunny corn, I might just yonk that, but I don't want to take all either. I'm very pleased with this. This is much better. Oh, wow, this is great. I feel so much better. Thank you very much. And I will give Marnie a big hug. I will give everybody hugs because I'm so glad that this thing is gone. It was terrible. He was saying the worst things about you, and I believed it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Do
We
you carry him? Or...
Yes, I do. Of course I care. I've never actually stopped caring, you know. It was just that I was being overwritten. But that is no longer. I am the master of, my own destiny, and everybody here also. And we will succeed if you do as I say. Now,
Well, did you just say that you were the master of all destinies?
yes, of course.
But you're our slave. How does that work?
That works because I keep you alive. Now, do we have everything that we need here?
Sunny
along.
will offer, if you want to take 20 minutes, she will identify the amulet and the petrified egg.
And she does not get the egg.
Okay.
I will attune to the egg in secret.
Okay.
That is a good suggestion, Sunny. We will do as I command and as you suggest.
already fitting into this new god like a glove.
I don't know about this one, Ted.
I did not understand anything you just said.
I don't know about this one.
What? I mean, she's. Oh, I think we're rubbing off on her.
We slaves now?
Are we slaves? Oh, excuse me, Miss Don Flair.
Yes.
Are we slaves now?
Well, not exactly. You just have to do as I say.
So
Yeah,
yes.
checks out. We're slaves.
Oh, that's good. We
I'm
don't
so
have to
glad
cook
that
food
we
anymore.
Seven
Now she's
and a
got
half
to make
lives.
our dinner, make sure we're healthy. That'll be nice to be taken care of instead of taking care of her. We can take a break, like a little vacation.
So, well, it's just weird when you see something that you love, it grows up and leaves the nest, and I'm not even really ready for this to be the day,
Yeah, I'm a little bit proud myself.
It's
very and-
touching and strange.
As you're saying this, Sunny finishes identifying this amulet.
Oh, that's nice.
That is very cool.
That is very cool.
Who has a constitution
Sunny.
less than 19? Yeah, Sunny could probably.
Sonny's like, well, I think I'm going to keep it.
It'd also be good on. It'd be good on anybody except me.
Marnie, what's your con score?
I was thinking
My
of her. For
constitution's
her.
18, so it's really not that big.
Not good on you
I
either.
don't have it.
I have a decent constitution. It might be better on Sunny. It wouldn't be just for the
Brian,
con
can
saves.
you
10.
just for 10? Oh God, yeah, it's hers.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
big.
I beat
Yeah.
it to her
That's
chest.
plus 32 HP.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is most definitely going to end up saving her life.
We will take it.
Can we
Does she
just
have the
take a short
attunement
rest
slots
and go
for
ahead
it?
and let her attune to it?
Mm,
Be nice if he came back and was like, oh, yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead and do the math. But she'll attune. She doesn't want to rest right now. Sunny.
Yeah.
She'll put it on and start attuning to it. You don't have to do it while you're resting.
Okay.
Okay, that's
So it's
fine.
going to take an hour.
We don't need to rest right away.
Yeah, I'm at full health. I mean, there's a few. I see a few people are missing some health, but
Well, every 10 minutes, I feel a lot better. which I think it's 10 minutes to identify, right?
I think she spent one bardic inspiration. I didn't spend anything, so I think we're mostly at full force.
She spent a couple spells, but other than that,
Yeah, but nothing she'll get back in a short rest, though.
right.
So I think we're good. Let's
Okay.
Continue.
Continue.
So while you folks were running around there, did you see any of the other sarcophagi? There is a path back towards the first pathway that we did not inspect yet.
Yeah, this will bring us to the center room. Here, I will
Did
show
we
you.
come to the conclusion that there were 3 gods on each level? 4 levels in total?
I was
Oh, I'm
assuming that there were 3
Yeah,
tombs.
3
Are
on
you
the
saying 3
3.
guards?
3 tombs on each level for 3
Okay.
levels?
As you come out this door,
Uh-oh. There's a thing.
the first 2 of you who come out, you see this to your left. You see a wall sliding closed. Just beyond it.
Oh,
you
we're going in.
see, as it's closing, you just barely see one of those strange skeletons with their strangely shaped heads.
I step out of the way, and I point at Marnie, and I point at the wall, and I say, "Go get him, Gail."
Marty can't walk fast enough. Actually, I can't actually move myself fast enough.
You can walk
you-
fast enough. It's called running.
Oh, that's right.
You're right.
Shit. Crystal,
Bring
make
it.
smash.
Bring us back that key.
Okay, you smash open this door.
72 crossbows.
Just as you see the wall sliding closed on the far side.
I'm the juggernaut.
I want you to make a dexterity check for me.
Oh no, I fell into your dexterity trap.
No, I'm checking to see who gets to move first, you or the skeleton.
Oh, okay.
I don't suppose this would count as an initiative check, and she would have advantage.
It does, so you do have advantage. That's it.
Man,
Yeah.
Tony with the little laws.
Okay.
Also called rules.
All right.
Saving it.
So you get to take a turn. You were here. So do this like a regular turn.
So I can see the skeleton?
No, this. So here we go. You just smashed through this wall
Okay.
as this wall just slid closed.
Guys, there's another door! And I'm gonna immediately with like my second swipe, just like it's bash, run in and bash.
Okay.
Bring us that key.
You crush this door open.
Awesome.
I feel like she's a key for any door that is not strong enough to.
I've
have
heard of this. It's
And
called
there's-
door magic.
They could have used me on Critical Role.
There is a one of those strange looking skeletons. It's got this weird shaped stuff on its head. The first one you saw, the shape of the device on its head was triangular. This one is square.
Shapes.
Another It's a shape puzzle. Should I hit it?
We need just the skull and the
Just the
extra
head.
parts.
Okay, I take my third swipe at its torso area.
You're familiar with this shape. It's square, just like your husband.
As you shatter it,
Oh man.
the head,
Awesome.
the head clattering to a roll. I want you to make a quick dexterity saving throw as the head starts rolling towards this spiral staircase.
Oh, I knew it. Shit.
Oh no!
Oh
You all see Marnie belly flop onto the floor, start scrabbling after something as Marnie, you hear the skull tink, 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 rolling down that marble staircase, down that spiral staircase.
Oh no! I'll be right back.
Wait. We
What?
stayed together. We stayed together. You had your chance. Obviously, there was an incident. We would stay together and we would find it together.
Aw, dude.
I mean, I did just kill 2 walls.
You did. They were very fierce walls, but they did not try to kill you.
Well, that we know of.
No, I think that Mistress Dawnflower is right. I give her a wink. We should creep up and follow that skull down the stairs there.
You're just sucking up to your new slave master.
You don't
Yes.
have to.
It's exactly right.
If you want to identify as slaves, I'm not going to stop you. But you're not slaves. You just
Well-
have to do as I say.
Thank
Well, if
you for
that's
your
in order,
permission.
then yes, I will stop being a slave immediately.
So, I think we're going to stop a little early. Only about 15 minutes early. And this is because Sunny isn't here and you guys are about to go down a level.
The next step.
Yeah, I'd like to clear this level, but I don't want to let the skull sit down there for someone to take.
Yeah.
That's my skull. I earned it.
Yeah. You do see so as you come in here, you see 3 archways that are overlooking this little circular chamber. The staircase spirals down into darkness, but its walls are lined with unlit torches in iron sconces heading down. And set in the walls are little niches containing rotting humanoid skulls and bones.
Oh man, we found the lair of the hoarder.
This can't be good.
I was afraid he was going to say that purple eye moss stuff. That was
Into
gross.
the darkness descend.
Was it pure dark?
And no, it is just unlit.
Okay.
So that is where we're going to call it for tonight.
We live. Nobody died. Well
Man,
done, everyone.
let's not gloat yet, but it's
Well,
it's nice
no,
to
but
on the death pool.
I don't know if you remember how it started, but it did not start good for anyone.
Larry wasn't here when it started.
I know, but he remembered how
It was
ended.
just Crow, I think, that was fucked. Everybody else was
How did we
fine.
get back together.
I
I have
mean,
to watch it.
that is not the impression I got when I started the session about Dawnflower.
Oh yeah, there was
that
the
were
white
closing in.
the white walls closing in to eviscerate you.
Yeah, I was not feeling comfortable in that place, but we made it. We lived.
There was some hot frog on frog action in a frog tomb.
Yeah,
Mhm.
frog on frog action.
I really wanted to, Brian, is it too soon to say, like, where was the control gym for the slot?
You never saw it.
I wanted
Is it gonna
it
come
so
up again?
bad.
Oh, you missed it, Larry. I totally wrecked the slot. It had no chance whatsoever.
Wait,
It's
that's
true. She did 74 points of damage to it.
Without
I-
raising a finger.
I used the rod of Dandar and I had like all the raptors around and they just fucking went to town. It had no chance.
That's pretty awesome.
I would have been so happy with a slod slave for my grung slaver. It would have been perfect because, like, they're the chaotic frogs. We're the lawful frogs. It's going to be great.
I actually know where the gym is, but I don't know if Brian cares to like have that information revealed.
Huh?
Yeah. No spoilers.
No spoilers.
How do you know where the gem is?
I read the monster block like 3 or 4 weeks ago for something unrelated.
Does that tell you where this gem is?
It tells you like the variant for it. I don't
Oh,
know
no,
where
no.
if you changed it or not.
That doesn't tell you anything.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We're free of spoilers.
Yeah, I think it's a pre-extracted gem.
Well,
I mean,
You're talking about the one inside its skull region.
yeah. Is that not what we're talking about?
I assume it's not.
Oh, okay.
So there, So gray slods, or actually slods, they have a fragment of the spawning stone that is embedded within them. It's roughly the size of a human child's fist, right?
Yeah.
The slod has to obey whoever possesses the gem, but the gem is implanted in the slod's brain unless someone removes it.
Surgically.
Or
Okay.
with magic.
Okay. Yeah, magic seems more likely. There are more wizards than surgeons in the
I
team.
knew they had the rock in their head. I did not know that it could be like removed like that.
Yeah, I knew it's like a DC. It's a tough medicine check because
Mhm.
like it's brain surgery. But the way I read it, like I thought there was a gem already extracted that we would find and get to control it.
That's probably the implication.
Well, now I'm thinking maybe I should have fucking brain searching the slot.
You never found a gem.
The 3 hags.
Do I
probably
know?
Pretty good at brain surgery.
Yeah, I mean, what do I know about slots? Is that beyond my knowledge of slots? It probably is, but
Yeah, probably.
my only argument is that we would know about other frog people.
So you can make an Arcana check, but
Isn't that a little racist?
Is it? I mean,
No, like
Well, you're not the same frogs.
all frog
obviously.
people know each other.
we have to know what separates us. Yeah, 15.
No, sorry. These are from a totally different plane of existence.
There you go. You can't understand chaos frogs because you're order frogs, and you're just not. It's not meant.
Can I at least know that if you speak Modron in front of them, they will fucking rage?
They will.
All right.
I read that as salad.
Gary Salad.
I'm in awe at the size of this slot. Absolute unit.
Gary salad.
Gary
Gary
Salad.
salad is a new man. He's got claws. He's
Gary Salad sounds like some.
Vegetarian guy.
No, it sounds like my next character.
Oh, Gary Salad.
Brian's like, it sounds like gold is what it sounds like.
Copyright, trademark. You guys
Oh,
are taking
it's
that
gold,
shit?
Jerry. It's gold.
All right, guys. Well,
Soylent Green was what I was thinking of. That's what Gary
Uh-huh.
Salad sounds like.
True. What is Gary Salad made of? Soylent Green. Because it's both. No. Okay.
Is it Sterling Green like people?
Yes.
All right, just making sure I'm remembering that right.
Yep. Well,
So I-
thanks for keeping Marnie alive for another day.
no problem. Sorry you didn't get to play more.
No, yeah. I just wanted to game with you guys.
Well,
I'm glad I got-
you made it.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
All right. Well, until next week.
Yeah.
until next week. Take care of yourself. Don't work too hard, eh?
Yeah.
I
Seriously.
know. I'm gonna try not to. It's gonna. I assume get easier after the next couple months. I just have a lot to learn.
Yeah. Well, good luck, and we'll see you next week.
Take
Everybody.
care, everyone.
The
Bye,
gem's
bye.
in the egg? That would be weird.
It's like pet